That's all of the devil. If we continue to fight, the Hall of Fallen Leaves will be completely broken back, a pile of discarded materials. Okay, let's go. Yenkai, while you communicate with the Devons, sooner or later, you will submit to the practices of the devil. Do not allow your pride, but cloud your mind. Give up. These are the disciples of the evil sect that you are hiding in your home, and confess his crimes. Do it, and given the long years of friendship between the 8 members of the family, beat the central capital. We won't touch you anymore. Latcha, sister, she is truly eloquent. Young Ice, it's only been a few days since our last meeting, and I'm glad to see you in such a teaching mood. Well, maybe my second brother, the second young lodge, is currently in seclusion. I and the family. I am currently in charge of the affairs in his house. I always felt that my second brother was not so shameless and despised. So it turns out that this action was directed by someone else. No wonder. Young Ice, but the way I treated you a few days ago, I really must apologize. Thinking about it later, I realized I was wrong. Since you came to me and offered yourself, I should not have refused you. Exposing your beautiful, tender body, I shouldn't have let you go. I don't know what stupidity prompted me to refuse such a wonderful opportunity. I sincerely judge this. Young lord, such was the power of the Wooly. Every man present could not help but admire him. Imagines that if there were an incest area of the Nile, they wouldn't be able to resist. And now I've changed my mind. Young Lydia. Let's find a secluded place and I'll do my best to meet your expectations. I am quite confident in my skill and endurance. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Young Kai, don't talk nonsense. You want to use such vulgar words to ruin my name? How am I, if Joe could be such a woman? Ha, you don't believe me. Whether you believe me or not doesn't matter. In any case, there would be nothing between this bastard and me. Obviously, there was a lord and just said that I didn't fall for your temptation. How could anything happen between you? I'm Kai. This time I didn't come to chat with you, and to bring you back to the central capital and make you repent of your evil deeds. This is also what the 8 great families want to capture Yang Kai, and kill anyone who dares to go against it. Since when are you defenseless, Tufan, a new bloody tyrant? Yang Kai, have you forgotten, this is a war for succession. The Yang family forbade these family people from interfering. If you let them fight, you will break the family agreement. This is no longer a war for succession. You know this better than me. Since when does young Lord Kai take actress Bismile with him? Doivi pove nobody for the inheritance. Patriarch family Yang, what is this? You all slandered him so viciously. What if we weren't here? What he was still worried about. He had already gone in a long time ago. What are you, Peter? I say, are you already dead? And I'm already dead, idiot. The delay will lead to a lot of problems in the future. All the Variks from the family unanimously decided that the Yankee should lose. But we will definitely cope with him. It seems to me that this is not all that for his hands. I'll go. I'm going to challenge young Lord Kyle. Young Lord Lu, please wait. You're not his, Ha! Once upon a time, the lake under the ZYM, I said that when the young Lord Kai breaks through to Shinyu, I will fight him again. This time has come. Whoever dares to stop me, don't blame the name. Then young Lord Lu must be careful. I wish you quick victories that will give you the best of Shank. Fatso, come here. I haven't liked communicating with you for a long time. You are as fat as a middle finger. But you find yourself such a nice, elegant gentleman. How can you compare yourself to my elegant behavior? What did you just say? Didn't you hear what I just said? Or has your fat blocked your ears? Okay. The young lord, an ordinary first-class family, dared to offend the efforts of this evil creature. We will understand. Will you see how I tear you apart today? All you fools, if you don't want to clean up, throw it down and repent as quickly as possible and run as far as you can. Get out of here. What's happened? Let's teach this to the young master with arrogance, that young first-class students can't watch their juice. Let's show this arrogant young master that young first-class students can't watch their juice. Bastard, how did you manage to call me fat? Take off his clothes and lock him in the closet for a few nights. Young Lord Hobble is captured. What should we do, clumsy tricks? Hosenchi has no meaning. The main thing is that the masters themselves and Hop continue to fight. Last time at Lake Podzan I couldn't fully enjoy our fight. Segodea came especially to ask the young lord for advice. I hope that young Lord Kaini will refuse. Bro, forgive me, I'm a little busy right now. Let's do this quickly. Ha, good sparring. How far have I traveled? I lost. Thank you very much, young lord, for your kindness, young lord. Lucis too polite. Although I lost, I cannot influence this action. My apologies. I am leaving this conflict. See you, young lord. Young lord. The big brothers aren't going to leave, are they, little sister? I don't need to worry this time. It is a collective mission of the 8 great families. How can we retreat so carelessly? That would be too irresponsible. I'm glad. I'm not sure that I can handle such a grand event alone, and I must ask you for further assistance. Here, serve. Based on the information we received from the young family, Bloody War can maintain this skill for only half an hour, and these half an hour have long passed. However, I did not notice any signs of fatigue. Subiman is safe, she's just resting, and I will help you find this is artifact. This is the one. What's so special about this artifact? Such a powerful artifact, who can resist him? Impossible. To activate such an artifact, a huge amount of truth earthlings is required. Even if she's a Shinya master, she won't be able to use it twice that quickly. But if we allow them to release the force factor, there will be no trace left of my army. Come on then. So what should I do? How would the second young lord act in this situation? Enough. Hemophilic and progenitor Ian Kai. Last time we didn't sort you out on the spot, just because you were a child without 8 great families from the central capital, but instead of taking advantage of this opportunity to repent for your sins, you have become more uncontrollable, and even now, without any reason, he destroyed the faithful busters, even 8 great ones from myself. Do you want a rebel? If a sword were presented to my throat, I must allow myself to blow my head off or try to fight back. If the elder were in my place, how would you answer? If you hadn't committed the crime, then my great families would go against you. How can your family, Jan, not care about you, make such stupid mistakes? I don't believe I did anything wrong. The 8 great families cannot forgive a black sheep like you. Your very existence pet no on the family January in the honor of the 8 great families. In the end, whatever you want, this is so that I would obey. I am a straight man, and I refuse. If you came to discuss this with me, we could come to some kind of agreement, but since you insist on using force to compel, I can only resist and ensure that no one will get nothing. Byi, you have no right to discuss anything with us. No matter how hard you try, Dicto won't be able to save you today. Older brother. At your age, don't you think it is not appropriate to argue with the junior Should we interfere in the affairs of the younger generation? I'm Maine, and I don't know what secrets you're hiding, but you alone cannot block the actions of the 8 great families. I can't, not counting me. None of you are suitable for that guy outside the call of battle one-on-one. To him, aren't you overestimating him? Ha 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 ha. Lord Devil, these people seem to look down on you. Aren't you going to say something? If you can't be, then I don't know. But if they want to look down on me, but they can't do it, why should I say anything? Go ahead, you'll be able to handle this. You already take into account so many street people. Wouldn't you like to teach this group of children short-sighted people a harsh lesson? You're right, they're all short-sighted about children. Why should I go to the trouble of finishing the job? Although I don't want to stoop to the level of these children, but if I continue to let them lead me on so arrogantly, they will actually start to think that I can be intimidated. This technique is quite difficult to use. So I hope that I wouldn't have to demonstrate. Sacred technique, origin of the caveman. Yeah. Pickled cucumber. No, he came out and put his head down. Well, now I have the right to fight you. Sacred technique, ghost of a demon, not a dense technique. This technique, and the puppet you perfected serves as additional skills, right? And please reveal all the secrets of the battles. You really did have such a powerful card in your hand. Forgive me, young master, I don't usually use this move, so I've never shown it before. Old man, it's your turn. Might that only me end? The master of the sect, Lena is not enough. Remove the seal. This, Typerian, Yankoi, be careful. Fine, order all troops to leave the battlefield. Yes, be careful, everybody back. In this battle we will only get in the way. We will really fight. It's come to this. We have to exchange at least a few blows. Let it be so, all at once. Single battle, sequential battle. What would you like? Don't be shy, you can choose what you like. We will support you. Second, your tone is too arrogant. Master Sectolin, you have quite a deep relationship with my Yang family. Two descendants of the Yin family were developed by your sect. Since we're in such a sentimental mood today, I'll personally fight you today. Very good. Since I've broken through, I still have to fight someone of the same level, but I hope that Brother Yang will show mercy in the upcoming battle. Certainly, after so many years, Brother Yang is still so amazing. Brother man. Let's fight too. Okay, Brother Hu, I hope it will be a glorious duel. Old demon, fight me, because Lintai, Su, and Mengya fight. I have to stay. If I leave, who will protect the young master? What do you mean by these words? You're hinting that after the three of you decide to fight, we'll take advantage of this opportunity. Aren't you what you planned? If you really think so, you were looking down on Dos too much. We would not dishonor the family with such local actions. Who knows what you're really thinking? Well, I'll be damned. Well, I believe that everyone here is an honest and humane person who would never use such vile means against my young master. Young master, you must be careful. Don't let your guard down. That's what I'll do. Get up. I'm waiting for you. Let's look. The bit has been drained, huh? Are you okay? Be careful. And it got to me. But we are so far away. Ian Kai, step back. It's too dangerous there. Haha, AAA. Apparently, the elders of the great families are not in the best position. What? Well, they are all the strongest combat experts of the 8 great families. Each of them broke through the sphere of shadow. That's it. Nyashto, this means the decades of acquiring the secrets of the sphere that is above any other. Nothing compared to the one who just broke through. And yet, what a sphere! There is behind the target, AAA, Guardian Man, everything is fine. Thanks for the spark. Yeah, Story Shinahu is also back. It all happened too quickly. Who lost? The method of a Masterolin is deep. I lost. How is this possible? AAA, I'm sorry, but I'm acting a bit like a con. Besides, I'm not used to controlling my strength, just like Meng Woya and Masterolin. AAA, Brother Gao, how are you? AAA, how is this possible? All 3 of you are getting old. You've lost your temper. Judging by your treatments, it seems you are not convinced yet. Let's do it again. We'll settle everything here and today. Impudent fellow, Brother Sul, Brother Ken, forward, Master, at least get some more after the defeat. Great elders, ask them, they must win. Brother Ho, this may, well, I'm so, selenium, absolutely not alive, and they try to exaggerate to maintain their prestige. I have lived for many years, and most of the time I have been diligently studying the level beyond the shed. By forming their own unique feelings and understandings, they are without supply. But I have never met anyone like him. Forget one-on-one combat, even if all of us, all 7 of his followers fought with him to exhaust his strength, he could still defeat us all. AAA, this lore of Debota is also not ordinary. Although his strength is not like his, Manuya, he is not someone any of us can handle, and for some reason I feel that there is a more fundamental difference between them and us. It's like we're not even on the same level. What do you mean? How could we not be on the same level? And I can't explain it. On the other hand, Lintexu is quite ordinary. The cultivator of Lintaisu is similar to ours, but you can see the shadow of Manuya in every move he makes. After many years of discussing combat Dao in the sky by Vallone, he must be many, to whom he learned, Manuya. In terms of his practically their ability, he should only be able to win 2 rounds. Before you draw on your strength, win 2 rounds. Doesn't that mean we'll lose all 8 rounds? The frogs are sitting at the bottom of the well, looking at the sky. I think they already know everything there is to know about the world. Brother, who would you not fight, be it Manuya or that demon lord? You must be extremely careful. Manuya is stronger, but he holds back a little. But this demon lord shows no mercy. A very difficult way to get rid of his demonic energy, a very difficult situation. Brother, what was that? Did it seem that way? No. A bolt of lightning just struck my soul. This old man. He's trying to turn the situation to his advantage by targeting me with 6. The soul seems to be in order. Then what just happened? Shower. Interesting. I don't remember that in my sea of knowledge there was a dash. Show yourself. I knew it was you. What? The glory of the noble master who came out forbade the shed. Nothing more than empty words. Eldery. You really are an unusual guy. Even though you are on the 2nd level of Sheju, you were able to see through me. Spring Rain has never let me down before. The guys are family-oriented. How did you cultivate your passion? With yours you are developed, you cannot get such a huge pure spiritual energy. This type is spiritual energy, although much worse than mine, still much better than the average practitioner. The cults are dumbfounded by the wallet, old cunt. You have penetrated my sea of knowledge and should not have asked such a belated question. Right, I thought that if your plans tonight failed. Can you find a way to save the situation? Destroy a plot against me? I was just curious. If you don't want to tell me, I won't ask. In any case, I will be able to figure it out sooner or later. As for the reason why I snuck in here, naturally, I want to reveal some of your secrets. My secrets, and how I quickly improved the strength of my cultivator allies. Right, your family didn't come to your aid this evening. I am a deputy because he wants to force you to leave for the central capital. But I also take advantage of your family's attitude. To understand if we can learn your methods, however. Even if we cannot be the first to know your secrets, how can our 7 families not benefit after accompanying your young family to put on such a show? Wow. This is what families are really like. This was our original goal. Well, now this old master found something much more interesting. Tell me what method those old men used to make you instantly go beyond the limit of stepio. Ha, that's interesting. This time you don't care. Is this an evil technique or a demonic secret art you deny the path of demons so strongly, and yet now you are so eager to get your hands on the cruel method in the old demon? So you also want to learn this evil skill? No matter what the skill is, if it is useful for the family, it is worth buying. Wow. So you already understood this point, but all this time he was making a fool of himself. You came here to suppress and destroy me under the guise of a good deed. Don't you feel a little bit of shame? A person's position changes depending on where he is. If you want us to explain why we use such methods to suppress and eliminate you, that's because you're too weak. If you were standing here together now, no one would dare to accuse you of Chobal. I know, in the end, it's because I have no power. Even if you are the young Lord Semyon in front of us, you are nothing. Thank you very much for the enlightenment. In the future, I will work hard to achieve such power that everyone will look up to me and obey my will. You won't get that chance. If you hadn't revealed my technique, you might still have had this opportunity, but now that you have found me, you are getting me to let you leave here safely. Are you going to kill me? I won't kill you. If you hide how I get the technique from that demon lord, taking control of you will be much more reasonable than just killing you. You can't leave here to expose me. I have sealed your sea of knowledge. Who said I'd want to run away from here, old dog? Have you forgotten? This is my sea of knowledge. Here I am the master. Every little thing in this space obeys my will. Your soul is truly strong, but there is a whole gulf between your development and mine, and I haven't told you about this before. While the battles between the masters beyond the schedule were in full swing, it is unlikely that any of them will notice my condition. So it helps them. I cannot wait. I have no choice but to take on this old man alone. If I do nothing here, he really can take over my will. What an old dog. His soul is very strong. Even in my sea of knowledge. Do you want to destroy my soul sphere? Do you have enough selenium? Well, even if you really can, my power might just kill you. Then not only will I suffer, but you will also become a collegian old fart. If you can deal with me, then why do you keep chatting? Come back. You're crazy. If you damage your spiritual body, you risk becoming a kalika for the rest of your days. True. What, dog? Do you want to whine? Didn't you want to take control of me? Come on, let's talk about this a little more. This is the Bracelet Island. It seems that when you get close to it, the power of the soul begins to recover much faster. This is my chance, guys. Sajayan, you are still so young and stupid. Well, most of the time this old man was just chasing you around in the sea of buildings. I walked you around until the end, while I was getting ready. You didn't even guess. Such a fucking pole with a trip. Damn, his soul power was being restored. These shackles are in the way. What would you dream of, huh? What's going on? What's going on? Where am I putting all my spiritual energy? What is this? What is going on here? Malisai with family, January. What the hell is this? I still don't know what this pistic golden eye is capable of. We need to get out of here as soon as possible, brother. 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 Brother, what happened? He's dead. But how, brother? No sign of injury. Was he poisoned without being noticed? No. Not possible. What's left? We were fighting a few hundred meters away from that old man. None of us are capable of killing a strong expert at such a distance. Not that you want to do stupid things again, you would blame us on this in the DP. What? The third round? If you want fights, you will get it, Guardian Meng. What happened? I don't know, we don't know. It happened right after we finished. This elder I suddenly fell to the ground and was no longer breathing. We don't know how it happened. Ha, ha. There's the golden eye from the Black Book. Is that his other ability? Master Sectolan. It was a good experience. In the future, I hope you can help us again, huh? Why are you looking at me? It wasn't me. I didn't say it was you. Stop acting like that. Was this question really to contact this little boy? We must take care of our fallen. Place Genya. Place Kai? Yang Kai, what are your plans? I'm going to leave here. There's nothing holding me here anymore. You should have left long ago. Since you don't want to become the patriarch of the Yang family, you shouldn't have participated in the investigation war. And you shouldn't have interfered in this in the first place. His participation in the war for the investigation was simply to cleanse the sects with them. Well, it looks like that won't be possible now. Given my current situation. Don't be upset. The responsibility for the cleansing of some of the sect lies with her. You don't have to worry about such things. I understand. To leave here for the better. I will be with you and help you. Therefore, your future achievements will be unprecedented without a doubt. At least, older than if you had touched the position of this senseless patriarch of the Yang family. Just wait. When your power breaks through the top of this world. And you will return here. All these bastards, the central capital, settled down with their families. They will beg you for it. Your words are too disgusting. Ah. Although the way he put it is really disgusting. This is still the best option for you right now. Moreover, we all feel that with your ability and potential, you will achieve this without any problem. You are better suited to independent cultivation. Not limited by the shackles that the sects impose on you or on yourself. If you cannot free yourself from all these AKS, your future achievements will be limited. Then I will work hard to meet all your expectations of very good. You don't have to worry about the sect and its disciples. As long as I breathe, I will not let them be offended. Besides, I do not worry about my relatives. Although I let myself go, I will approach you with disrespect. They will not create problems for your mother and father. Yes, I know. Young master, when are you planning to leave? As soon as possible. I need a few days to recover. Okay. I'll use these few days to discuss the matter with the people in the house. They gave a lot, after all, for your sake. Ha. Lena. You are too self-important. Do you want to know how I and the old Demat managed to break through the Shetty limit? I know that the methods that this old demon lord I showed last night definitely attracted a lot of attention, but all these guys are too close to hand. If they think that if they get our methods, where they can repeat our actions even if they find out your methods, it won't be necessary. What use are you to me? That's right. They probably realized that the old man's method wasn't something they could learn. Well, as for my method, even if they get it, they won't be able to make someone from Peak Sheju go beyond the limit. Why? Because beyond the Shetty is different from all previous spheres. And without a certain basis this level cannot be reached. Other oarsmen without proper understanding the gap between the two spheres cannot be bridged. Okay, old man, commissioner. So be it. Grove speaking, the old demon was once a cultivator beyond the Sheju. But because he lost his original body and had to seize a new one, his cultivation rose to the peak of Sheju. However, since he has a foundation of the level beyond the Sheju and understands its secrets, he can use this sacred technique when he is as Rakodman to temporarily return to this realm. So that's it. As for me, my cultivation is sealed. All I did last night was weaken the seal part, but whether it was me or this demon thief, at least we used different methods. In order to temporarily go beyond the schedule, we used to, you could say it's a return. You can see that I can't, you can see it falling and getting sick. These are the faces of the old Deben. So if you want to leave here, you should wait until the floor and everything is restored, before the dispatched people are eaten. Fine, it should still be quiet for a few days. At some point you have to tell me about the secret beyond the shadows. If I am around, you will naturally know about it when the time comes. This should help you recover. Yes. What is this treasure that caused such a strong reaction in you, brother? Using this thing allowed me to break through the limits of the shad. Is there something flood-related about this place? What class is this? This is what the 8 great families want. I can't, old demon. You are lucky. With the help of this thing you will be able to break through the limits of the shady IA. Is this really a useful ride for people trying to break through beyond their means? These are things among the misheard sheriffs. Heavy escape, Jazz Barburston. Somehow they broke through. There would be a black vest for Hoke and Elvis Hillary. Scientists Dedo. It is very difficult. P-Stots determines this class. This thing contains a trace of the heavily Tao, which provides strong assistance in breaking through, making a commitment, and since this old demon already has the necessary foundation. If he can't break through, then let them kill themselves. This thing doesn't form that quickly, does it? It will take about 5,000 to 6,000 years. Sounds reasonable. The IT is formed over thousands of years. Good treasure. Very good. Unfortunately, it cannot help me remove this seal, then take advantage of this stuff. That's not bad either. While it's not as pure or powerful as the things you've given before, it's still hot treasure, probably best used for injury rehabilitation. Wait. This thing can help more people cleanse their bodies. Why should I have bad eyesight? Is the keeper of the monuments I? How much more do you have? This one. A little more, 8,000 liters. HH.A, and not much of my student. This thing is useless to me. Yes. Without a stove, so Romani, as promised, and I already gave her some. It is not surprising that the speed of its cultivation has increased steadily over the past 2 years. Or the mysterious class of the Uli accepted by the cultivator Robin Yerobo accomplice. Also contains these things, right? Yet a family. I really only made it worse for myself this time. How is she? She's feeling better already. It is not too early. She'll come to her senses soon. Go. I'll take everyone to gather in the main hall. I have something to tell them. The war for succession has been going on for about 10 months now. I, Yanka, am here today. To express my sincere gratitude to all of you for your unwavering support in this difficult struggle. Although we have achieved victory almost repeatedly each time, circumstances arose that, unfortunately, led us to failure. However, now this battle is no longer a war of succession. So I don't plan to continue this pointless struggle. I'll leave here in a few days, for living up to all your expectations. I apologize. As I said before, if you continue to serve me, you will make yourself enemies of the 8 great families of the central capital, and you will jeopardize the safety of your sector family. The current situation is not something you can take responsibility for. Therefore, I hope that each of you can think carefully about the welfare of your own sex and families, deciding whether to stay or go. And no matter what you decide, I will not stop you. If you leave, I will do my best to compensate you for the losses you have suffered this time. I have already decided to leave here and no longer participate in the war for succession. What's the point of you staying? Even if we all part here, we will all remain friends when we meet again in the future. We will not part forever. Simply put, if you decide to stay here, it will only put your sector family at risk. Separating from me is the smartest choice, and I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling the truth. Some of you feel that you owe me, but after 9 months of effort and suffering, know that you have already paid off more than I could ask for. You don't owe me anything, so you shouldn't feel the slightest bit guilty about leaving now. Why are you trying so hard to convince me? Didn't you say we have the right to choose our own path? Whenever we decide it's time to leave, we will naturally leave. If you hadn't given us so many pills, we wouldn't be at our level of cultivation now. In fact, I believe that without these pills, it would take everyone several years of hard work to gain strength. On top of that, everyone who survived still has at least 3 high-quality artifacts, which is out of reach even for most first-class families. You and I are relatives. You don't have the right to speak here, and I'm not trying to protect you. The young Lowerden said what I think. Do and I have the right to speak? I'm not trying to drive you away, but now we understand. Listen, people in the Yenkai house, helping a tyrant to come and take away the innocent, helping a villain to do evil, such sins are unforgivable. Well, considering that many of you are young and impulsive and inexperienced, young Lady E is willing to offer you the chance to buy up your guilt. If you ask for the Yenkai demon and offer your services to young Lady E, we ask for your crimes. Well, if you still persist in going against the 8 great families of the central capital, when the time comes, you will bear the consequences yourself. Eating Inzu is quite interesting. She uses quite provocative methods. Are you trying to use intimidation, my lord? Young lord, do not be shy to speak. Everyone be quiet. City must leave. A wise decision. For your efforts this time, I express my gratitude to the young lord in Tianyuan City. Bring the items. This is 10 bottles of mysterious palules and 5 artifacts. A small token of my gratitude. Please accept them, young lord. Young Lady Yi is willing to offer you a chance to redeem yourself. The young lord is too generous. I cannot accept these gifts. I have not provided any significant assistance in the last few months. Take it. Okay, if I refuse, it will be disrespectful. Young lord, we must leave too. Very much, 2 seniors, for all your efforts during this conflict. Everyone in the house is Yangaya. Thank you for everything, Lordy and young lord. They gave us a purple fern too. Very much. Lady Yi will forgive you and offer you a good deal. Young sister, are you going to the dab? Everyone in the house is Yangaya. I want to stay with my older sister. Big brother has to leave without me. If anyone has to go, there is no need to hesitate. You still have enough time to leave. Enough of these words. Those who are still here probably have no intention of leaving. Yeah, it's only a few days. Would a family of 8 be so petty, and they will pay attention to such a small delay? When you leave, we leave too. Okay. Then let's all get together in a few days. Excellent. Go about your business. If you still persist in going against the 8 great families of the central capital, when the time comes, you will see for yourself the consequences. What do you want to say? Nothing. I just feel like all of this is unfortunate. This is too unfair to you. This is the peaceful way. Moreover, I never thought that life was unfair to me. At least I'll manage everything. Beauty. You don't have to look at me like I'm some kind of wasted cheeks. I haven't lost yet, have I? You, Hosenshi, must leave quickly. If you spend too much time here, it won't do you any good. My injury has not fully healed. It may take me a few days to be able to move around freely. Sword. The stern 1,000 flowers of bloody begonia inside my body suddenly became a little restless. Helping a tyrant oppress the innocent, helping a villain commits evil. Such sins are unforgivable. Whether Heranchuan, evil and secluded sect came to visit, this is the house of the most powerful, the doublard of the family of Yen and Angai. This man is a master who has gone beyond the limits of Shinyu, Vichy and a secluded sect, the sect of the islands of the endless storm. What are they doing here? Why do they seem to be looking for you? Everyone in Yangai's house, listen up. These are truly turbulent times. It's a pity that someone has just processed my harsh skin. Therefore, even if I use my sex secret method, I won't be able to restore it easily. Landlord. Everyone is in Yangai's house. It looks like we've arrived where we needed to be. Yeah, I feel it. Sacred treasures of the battle sect of the Shuri. Sword is stern. He is really here. Roam out of the sacred treasure of my temple of falling blossom. 1,000 bloody begonia flowers also present here. It's a pity that someone has just processed my harsh skin. Therefore, even if I use my sex secret method, I won't be able to restore it easily. Since ancient Cloud Island more than 3 years ago, it has restored the broken moon transformation art from the Red Cloud sect. All our sects of the islands of the sea have tirelessly searched for sacred treasures, which were stolen from us 3 centuries ago. Now we have finally discovered their locations. Therefore, we all should not act impulsively. Our best option is peaceful negotiations. After all, these are not islands of a sea without water. No point in behaving arrogantly on someone else's territory. We all understand this and will follow the instructions of the elderly. The representative of the sect is stern. The representative of the sect is stern. I felt the harshness of my sword, while people from the temple Falling Blossom discovered the presence of thousands of flowers of bloody begonia. But why do I not feel any traces of the highest, solitary seal of my sect? According to the information collected by the great sects of the islands of the Sea of the Sealess, all the sacred treasures were obtained by one person, and therefore, they should all be in one place. So that's it. Returning the sacred treasures is indeed the right decision, but it has nothing to do with you. All you did was accidentally get these items. However, now that they have decided to find their treasures, what are you going to do? Let's talk to them first. The sword of the thousand flowers of the bloody begonia has been of great help to me over the past 3 years, but as the development progressed, obtaining 2 artifacts of the mysterious class on Lake Podzin, the role that these 2 heavenly class artifacts could play became less and less. Therefore, if their conditions satisfy me, I would not mind returning the artifacts to them. May I ask, Valia is the young lord of the Yang family, Yenkai, whether her and Shun, the most united sex, wants to meet you. Let's go out and check. Lord Yenkai, is that you? Yes, and you. I told you this, Rainy. My name is Leonie. Lydia will offer you a favorable condition. The fans are a sect of Surah Kwa Dun Hong, from the temple was looking for flowering. Alley Tradition Sect, Saiken Hall, Island of Twins. Island of Cloud Dragons. White, so, young Master Yang, this girl is an old acquaintance. We met her just recently. I know. What is Bello doing here? I know why you are all here. Please come inside where we can talk. Everyone from the Yenkai house, listen, Bello, you come in too. Go first. I don't want to get too close to you. Forget them. Ms. Bello, long time no see. Really long time ago. And this is a little girl with big breasts. I see you. Vanya. She's here too. You will be able to see her later. Yes, it true. Great. Wow, your food is so soft. Some kind of medicine. Italy, so thin. Hey, young Master Yang is truly a dragon among men. Although we have heard a lot about the war of succession in the Yang family on the way here, and we know about some of the achievements of the young Master January upon arrival as chief today. And he fully realized that the rumors were not lying. Mansion is filled with tegras and indoor dragons. This is truly amazing. You were scrolling too much for me. Inside, no country can compare with the grasses of the endless sea, and with the grass of the endless sea are full of rich world energy and contain countless precious treasures. This is a paradise for self-development. What am I most jealous of? Eulastro in the endless sea there is convenience, and within each country there are their own unique advantages. However, listening to the glory of young Master Yen, it seems that you have actually been to the islands of the endless sea before. Yes, a few years ago. Once I visited the islands of the Endless Sea and almost got into a misunderstanding with the Red Block sect, destroyed the islands of Ancient Ublok, right, the master of the Ancient Ublok island, goofing, found the art transformations of the broken moon of his sect, which they lost 300 years ago. Red Cloud sect a few years ago. So everything was in the regulated young Master Yana. Yes, I had some disagreements with the Red Block sect, but at that time I was too weak. So I had no other choice, except using the island of Ancient Ublok, to destroy them. Young Master Yan's methods are impressive. Since then, as a young master, I found the art of transforming the broken moon. You haven't reached yet, and indeed, there were many treasures. Me, now hooray, thousands of bloody peony flowers. Sit down. Young Master Yana, you said that all our sacred treasures, currently at your disposal. So why don't I feel the higher, solitary seal of my sect? The highest solitary seal requires a unique secret art, the higher echelon of a solitary sect for its processing. What do I obviously not have? I kept her and all the other treasures, which I received in a safe place. Here's how I admire young Master Yen. You were so sincere. Young Master, I must know that although these items are not very expensive, some of them are not even needed for cultivation. All of them have special significance for our section's islands in the Endless Sea. Each of these items is a treasure. Before the bottom of the surrender of our sections, and many of them are even considered the badge of a sect master. Therefore, the purpose of our coming must be original. May I ask, young Master Yang, under what conditions will you return these things to the ladies? It depends on what you all have to offer. This time when we set out on this journey, none of us took anything from one of us. Yes, what young Master Yang says is reasonable. Can you give me some time to discuss this issue? Bello, what brings you here? I almost forgot that the lady allowed me to pass on the message which, get out of here as soon as possible, the powers of the sacred land will come soon. What? Where exactly will they come? Here. When did you, the young family, start the war for succession? The power of the 8 great families was divided. So the plan is to recapture the city of war, and then proceed to the attack on the central capital. All 6 great evil kings and their armies, led by the demon lord himself, set out on their journey. The city of war will not be able to withstand such an attack, therefore, you should leave quickly. When will they arrive? Tonight. That's such an important question. Why didn't you tell me earlier? You mean the demon lord is leading the 6 great evil kings here, like all masters of the sacred land? Yes, not brave ones. Since when are the 8 great families so easy to deal with? So you think you can resist? Because people from the Holy Land dared to come here, they are definitely fully confident of their victory. I'll tell you honestly, you can't stop them. How many taskmasters are on your side? A dozen or so, except for my mistress's territory, where only she reached this kingdom. Have at least 2 such masters. Shatsadlog also broke through. A dozen people, in the city of war alone. There are 7 masters standing guard beyond the Shinyu. It's no use, forget about families and people here. Even if your 8 great families have all gone beyond the limits of their masters, you still can't stop the demon lord. Sir, demon lore is a little different. The lady told me that in this world no one is his opponent. If he wanted to, it would only take one movement to defeat an ordinary master beyond the limits of Shinyu. Not to mention him, there is also the Beast King, Lightning Strike, Terran Force King, Deepam Ghost King, Lightning Shadow King, the King of Poison Destroying, and the Queen of Demon Seduction. Among these 6, my lady is currently the weakest. Yang Kai, what should we do? Suiman, you go to the Temple of the Seal with the Hosenshin and get informed of the great old Dabatoi news. Find out if someone asks where I got this information. What should I say? The truth. Find out. Young master. Everyone, wait here. What are your orders, young lord? Follow me. What the hell does this all mean? Why are you acting so excited? The forces of the evil earth, the Papelnosera, the clouds are already here. We must leave this place as quickly as possible. This is definitely information. I am 90% sure. Go to Yana's family and give these letters to my father. Yes. What are you planning to do? Leave. If you leave quickly, we should have enough time. Tufan, pass on my orders. Let everyone in the house gather. Within half an hour everyone should be ready to set off. Yes, impossible. Evil from the earth, from the peacocks, from the clouds performs such an action, but why haven't we received any news about this? I'm afraid there are no living witnesses in the places that were affected before the fall. Later, everyone had finished preparing this. Elders, do not rush to take away your sacred treasures. I promise you I will return them, just not now. In the meantime, why don't you take us there? And we can discuss the problem along the way. Find out Thouser Ard McDonald is as always, spot on, King of Poison. When it comes to mass murder, I also have plenty of means. Lord, please allow me to go there first. Good. Although I admit that your goodness has driven me half-hearted and some spirits crazy, and when it comes to killing, they are no worse than your means. If you wanna go, just go. You are standing. I'll go too. This fast bastard is coming too. If you all leave now, there will be nothing left for me. I'll join in the fun too. Let's go. Senlo. Yes, Lord. You not coming? No. The 5 of them are more than enough. Yes. That's good. The killing desire of these 5 is too strong. With this kind of success they won't be able to advance far in combat. On the other hand, the maid who was always with you is white. I haven't seen her for several days. I sent her to sort something out. Here's how. Little bastard, I hope you've already left the city of war, place Yenkai. Lady Yi will offer you a favorable condition. If you leave the side of the demon Yenkai, our side will not accept you. Yenkai, but how did it go? What did the elders say? They didn't believe us. They've been bored. Even in the face of approaching death. What nonsense. Don't worry about it. We did everything we could. What are you planning to do? Get ready. Whether you've returned to the central capital or, we will go with you. Find out forward. And here is the demon Yenkai, and we forgive you. Otherwise. Lord Kai. What? Come and talk to me, young Lord Kai. What are you planning? Don't say I didn't warn you. Here comes the evil land, the pipeline gray clouds, led by the demon lord. If you don't want to die, then quickly leave the city of war and return to the central capital. Hey. Young Lord Kai, they say such things. Well, what exactly are you thinking? I don't have time to explain anything, believe it or not. Stay here or run away, this has nothing to do with me. I admit you say such things, you're not trying to scare us. Why are people from the evil land, the piping gray clouds, suddenly decided to come here and pacify, instead of hiding in your miserable territory, idiot? I am a singled, I know you're upset with me, and I admit that what I did to you last time went too far, but now I have no desire or time to argue with you. Pave the way, otherwise, don't blame me for being rude. Young lord, you are truly frightening. You say that the evil land, the piping gray clouds, preparing for an attack. What evidence can you provide to back up your claims? Since you have no evidence, you can convince us. What is this, some kind of trick? Young lord, I don't need to use any tricks. I have already given up the war for succession. The position of patriarch of the Young family no longer applies to me. No relation, elder brother, second brother. It can be occupied by someone who needs it. All I want now is to take my people and get out of here. Young lord, whether you left the war of succession or not, you can't leave here. Who said I can't leave? You can try. Don't lead me on and on. Kai, without building himself, don't understand what, although you are accompanied by many masters, don't forget that everyone who becomes an enemy in 8 great families, there will be a bad ending. You think that your pity is strong enough to resist all ancestral capitals. Do you think too highly of yourself, young sister? People from the evil land, the interlaced clouds are already on their way. Even if you have personal grievances on me and on Kai, you must wait until these troubles are over before we decide everything. Right? What's the matter, big sister? What happened? I saw you get seriously injured last night, but today you seem to have fully recovered. The older sister's body type is really, you can envy him. Or maybe you were pretending yesterday. Today, we won't be able to convince her. All who supports Yankaya, listen. Don't leave him slowly, and pledge allegiance to the 8 great families. That if you do this, we will no longer remember your crimes. Refuse, and the 8 great families will consider your sex and families as enemies. You must understand the consequences. Well, young Ladlo can confirm. Isn't that right? I'm getting along well with the young one. Lufasian, you fucking bastard. Only Lufasian family and people passed on the purple companion, possessed spiritual strength and immediately left the city of war. But one is more than enough. Young man, talk to them, tell him the advantage your city Tianyuan has received. Don't be shy to express your walls and thoughts. Young, I'm sorry, I had no choice. Everything is fine, it's your choice. You have no chance against the people from my estate, and I'll say this only once, give way. We must leave this place. Anyone who dares to block us again, he will die. Young Lord Ka, his character, I have to check. Ain't you really do this, evil creature? Are you mixing against us, after you killed so many people from the 8 small families last night? Yes, it's still not enough for you. Go again, so we won't be able to leave either. Although you are a child from the Young family, I don't think you care what kind of blood flows through your faith. So from now on, you are no longer a member of the Young family. Young Kai, AAA, I don't care. All I want now is to take these people and leave. After you killed so many people from the 8 small families, you just want to leave. Young Kai, you must not give in to emotions. Think about it from our perspective. After everything that happened here, if only we could just let you go now. How will we present our 8 little family, elder? This Mabesta was facing an imminent catastrophe. If you don't listen to Quian the warning, we won't leave here. All scum. If you don't listen to Quian the warning, we won't leave here. All scum. You passed this news on through both men and Hosenshin, but as the little girl of the Young family said, what evidence can you provide? Just my word. If you believe me, then hurry up and leave. If not, then there is nothing I can do, and if you say so, then it will be difficult for us to believe that you do not have other intentions. That elder thinks that I'm using this opportunity to create a Hashinoichi. Maybe avoid it. No, but if I really wanted to escape from here, I wouldn't have to tell you anything. We are all not children anymore, but it seems that your so-called age and wisdom have harmed your mind. On the eye, you have no right to read Lexin in the old answers. Forget the confirmations from your words. Simply too many questions about the source from which you received this information. You saying that it was a warning from the Demon Queen's maid, right? That's right, boldly. As a child, we are from the 8 great families. You have connections with one of the 6 great evil kings. Such a crime is absolutely unforgivable. Why did the Demon Queen warn you? How could you believe the words of a demon? your story is full of holes. For some time now you've been thinking that yes, it's easy to deceive, young Kai. Just give up. Need help? You don't have to worry. Just what? It's too late. Cancer has already arrived, Lord. What should I do? Cheap trick, White. Didn't you say they would only come here in the evening? This is how it should have been. At the speed they were moving, they really should not have reached the city of war until this evening. Then why are they already 100 kilometers away? How do I know? To run away. Such a great performance. It is actually quite realistic. Even now you still want it, Lord. They really came. It was the unworthy Shadow King. Yang Kai, I have to go. If any of them see me here, God, it will be hard to explain. Yang Kai, what should we do? Now you believe me. We cannot allow the enemy to get close. Intercept them. Faster, you, a girl with a family. All this now lies on your responsibility. And no matter how you do it, I must allow everyone here to safely leave for the central capital of Father, a spider. Why is it here? Really is such a monster here, and this is the first time I've seen one. That however, it is a pity that without selling the beast transformation, she will never be able to truly take on human form. Guardian Mont, what do you think? The situation is not optimistic. Masters beyond the Shinyu limit in the great family, some of the weakest in this dawn, while these three on the other side are stronger. So even if their numbers are superior, these 7 people will not be able to stop them. And in all likelihood everyone will die here. Guardian Mont, this means you must deal with this situation. Why are you so sure that I have a way out of it? Your favorite student is here. If you really thought you couldn't handle this situation, you wouldn't act so calmly. Well, if you decide to leave here right at 7 o'clock, you'll only squeeze out about 10% of these people. I want everyone to survive. I knew you would say that. These 3 must be the main detachment of the evil earth and the peacock gray clouds. I'm afraid the rest of Harbai will be here soon. In addition, you see that the king of beasts also brought many monsters with him. At this point we must retreat. Approach? Well, where to? Back. Got it. Mr. Lee. What should we do? For now we have to stick with them. If the situation gets any worse, I will take this little child from here. As for all of you, you will have to find a way out yourselves. Find out. Everyone prepare to retreat. Someone go and notify the second young lord and the senior lord. Yang I need your support. What? Here is the situation. I hope you can see the big picture and put an end to our disagreements until we can avoid this catastrophe. No. You can only rely on yourself. Why do you always act so obistically? Yang if you don't come with us, you will die. Even if you don't care about your life, like something circling around. Affairs are not your problem. First, you have to worry about your people. These families will not be able to resist for long. If you don't escape quickly, you will never return to the central capital. Liar, it's only 3 people. How can my family not stop them? I'm sitting here, young Lord Kaiprav. It would be best if we left. Yang I will definitely come back to talk to you. Territory place Yang so that it will do. Don't worry, because I forced everyone to retreat. Have a certain way to resolve the current crisis. All you need to do is stay in the mansion. We need one of the safest places in the area. If you believe in me, don't look at me with worry. The guardian said so. Everyone should disperse after him and go about their business. A friend, you really have such great power, and now is not the time to brag. Really. Suiman, let's arrange a place where the elders of the islands, the endless sea, can settle. Okay, gentlemen, please follow me. No need. I'll stay with young Master Yang for a little while longer. It's all okay. Judging by the hesitation, the battle of the invader elder had already begun. Vicetinu, eliminating battles, king of poisons, king of the ghost of the deep, and not. They are heading towards people from the family's collection. What? I'll check. We are brothers endangered. I must help at any cost. These are children. I'm with you, and we will follow the young lord, and I try. What? Have you gone crazy, elders? It would be better if you stayed here and rested. No, I have to follow you. To be honest, I already knew what you were going to say. Do whatever you want. Yes. Sarah Demona, stayed here. What? Now is for you to regain your strength. Then the young master must be careful. Don't worry. Let's go. What? Miss E, we have completed all the preparations and are ready to perform. Okay. Then let's move out. Older young lord. Second young lord, what about the 9th brother? The young lord did not want to distances, and instead he decided to stay in his own home. Since he decided to pacify, I couldn't think of anything to convince him otherwise. The 9th brother is not doing this for nothing. Since he decided to stay, he must have thought of something. I think we should act like him. They returned to the central capital. To be honest, young lord, you look a little timid. The older young lord, 7 great elders from our 8 great selves, went to intercept the enemy to give us a chance to retreat. If they can defeat these people, it doesn't matter whether we stay or go. But if they lose and we don't return to the central capital, I'm afraid impossible. We have 7 people here. That's it, young lord. Be careful, brother. Older young lord. Are you okay? Yes. Older brother. Can you stand? Who are you? These guys are rising stars of 8 great selves. They can't even recognize us. It seems that the 8 great ones are really getting worse and worse. 8 great selves? This is just a show of the desired name that they gave themselves. The hell are they counting on? King of Poisons. We both have our own unique flavor. Why not have a little fight a long time ago so that we can decide whose methods are better? Here. Who will kill the most? Who will you win? Shirty. King is the king of poisons. Bea daughter, think you can escape? Bulls, use your soul. Ladies, we need to stop crowding. This is poison. Do not inhale. Lady, I'm running. King of Poisons. The personalities of these guys are not very unusual. Knows the truth. Their status is revealed by their clothing. They are clearly the children of great selves. What? Hands are tied. Come to me. You are the direct descendants of the 8 great sea bass. Lydia, the silent answer from these old men. We play the silent game, but you answered my question that if you don't answer that you can become. Some would be with the favorite ghosts of the Ghost King. His favorite dish, little girls, soft skin, and tender meat. No, since you refuse, who are you? We don't need you anymore? I am the young lord of the Icon family and its heir. I am the senior receiver, king of poisons. Since they are direct descendants of the 8 great sea bass, you have to hold them. They can be useful later. When we start sweating on the central capital. Little girl, your answer was wrong just now. Killed your friend. These 4 must be because of the low crab in the hole of Yayan, and these 2 are you, and definitely connected. 7 Yayans. They are mine. 2 young lords. Run, and quickly. We will detain them. A 9th brother, brave. Now shave me for this. Ow, Warrior, a AAA, not bad. I never thought there would be someone here who could milk me. Me too. All you know is how to dodge. You overestimate yourself. Well, I can dodge too. Young lords, we can't just sit here and chill. We have to get out. 9th brother, go first. Indeed, 8 great families. Yangai, save us, young master, for us to go back. Yangai, let's go. Is this the retreat technique? They're gone. Even if they run away somewhere, they can go. The Lord will come soon. Little girl, do you think I'm with a swan? I didn't intervene. This, guys, would have saved you. You were right. He is a man who will avenge even the most painful grievances, and reading into his cruel and selfish personality. Quite possible that he would not have cared whether she lived or died. Inside the city of war, chaos reigned. A heavy smell of iron hung in the air. The young lord has returned for the care of my wounded. However, with Yangai's arm around, he was still safe and sound. Bring the medicine, quickly. The power of the great evil kings. Old Shinaho, really live up to your reputation. Malitzi family. January. If you can avoid this disaster, run as far as you can. When your power reaches the heights of this world, be sure to come back and mourn for me. Elder, after what happened during this war of succession, the 8 great families will no longer have anything in common with me. Are you really such a straight cotton-blooded person? No. My 8 great ones really offended you. You run away faster. Don't know if there is enough time yet. Great old man Shinaho, you can't take it away. He's still breathing. I want to feed him with the healing pills and then take him to the old man. Great old man Shin, come to your senses. We won't let you take it away. What a huge gap there is between the great elder family and the demon kings. This is the potential beyond Shinyu's border. Young Mastero, allow me. They are here. Hey, those people, where is it more interesting? They don't even run away. Keep remand, and now is the time. But if you do nothing, we will all surely die. AAA, Warrior. Use that barrier to block me. This is how you give the desired effect. Crap, my Taka just reflected. Well, there you go. King of Power. Haven't you had enough shame? Let me use my real power. Shame. This barrier is strange. Okay then, this is a barrier, not really unusual. Crap, I don't believe there is a barrier that I can't break. What kind of shots are these? Why did you claim me back? If only I could get there, it would be the end of everything. Impossible. Akashiskia would have died there alone. AAA, this is something too strong, and I can't break her. Ha 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 ha. There is not a single barrier in the world that could resist my poison. Well, it's useless. Even underground, cert. Demon Lord will be here soon. Now we don't need to linger here any longer. Since these cowards refuse to come out, we can take care of them later with you. You can also remove some other trash while we wait. Find out when Demon Lord Cert arrives. He will definitely break this barrier. They're leaving. Keep Elmond be able to block this barrier. One can break my heavenly palace. This is the name of this artifact. No wonder Brother Meng was so confident. Initially you had such an artifact. How long can this barrier be maintained endlessly? Even you couldn't overcome this barrier, Sir Demon Lord. This barrier is quite unusual. Yes, there really was no way to destroy it. I'm afraid that in this world only you are capable of dealing with him. Let's take a look. Let's hurry. Do you see? I can't. What? Even you. Interesting. This artifact is outside of this world. This is not something that people from our kingdom should have. What is he? He is too cunning. Greetings. Demonic secret art of the Demon Lord and Yanbathe Lord of the Devil Steel was also received, which was trapped under the stream. Writhing dragon. However, the corpse of the old Demon Lord was now captured by the soul of the old demon, which then began to absorb the whole demonic sieve flows. Writhing dragon. One of them we studied. The Lord Devil method. Another took over his body. Of the sources of power was common, so naturally there is a subtle connection between them. Mastered. I am not your master. A master once is a master for life. Want to admit it or not, I have made you my master in this life. When I heard that the knot was the master's heart was untied, I was very happy. This was your gift. Luckily, I was able to turn misfortune into blessing. The master taught me for many years, so naturally I also had to give him something, and you must be my young fighting nephew. Yes, if you think about it, this is our first meeting. Fighting uncle, I've heard you a lot. How is your father? Very much for your concern. Fighting uncle, my father is healthy. Very good. Valuable. Yes, my lord. Stay here and keep an eye on them. Everyone else, come with me. Take care of yourself, master. Let's go. Madam. It is a good thing the Demon Lord left this place. I was already starting to worry. So this is the barrier that even the Demon Lord can't break. Guardian Mang, let her in. Boy, have you fallen under her spell? We are old friends. She will not harm us. What? Pachabots. Since he is so confident in her greetings, Senior Valina, there is no need to be polite. Queen of Seduction is a renowned master. You and I, cultivating beyond the limits of the field. I dare to claim seniority as Senior Ling, Grand Master of Yenkaya. That's why he's also my eldest. Yenkaya, our relationship. How many more big secrets will you give away? How did it happen that such a beautiful lady became yours? There is no need to say such confusing words. Why all this? Why? Do you see everything yourself? Why is the evil land of ash-gray clouds? Where did the machine start to attack? It was you who created such a good opportunity for the Demon Lord, and you can't blame others. You mean the War of Succession? Right on target. The development of this War for Succession led to the fact that in the ossified families were divided into two parts. Not to mention the last time I cursed the sacred land like that, the loss of their country was considerable. And now, before you have a chance to recover, you will succeed. I don't know. Be able to succeed or not, but it is certain that by cultivating the Demon Lord at present, no one in the 8 great families can stop him. How much from selenium, the strongest in this world? Moreover, in most societies, families are not a monolithic force. The central capital is too big. Each of the 8 great families occupies one of the 8 corners of the central capital. If the forces of the sacred land begin a concentrated attack on one family, the remaining 7 will rush to their aid without delay. Right? Evil from the earth of ash-gray clouds is not a piece of iron. Yenkai, you shouldn't be so optimistic in this situation. Are you all ready to die this way? Even if we don't want to, we can't resist. Stay here. In this place Yenbai can't do anything to you. If I stayed here, I would really be safe. But what about the people in my palace in the city of Sense? AAA, do you either leave now or stay here and hide? This way you will be safe. White, let's go. Can you leave? Where will I go? If you can't leave, then stay. But the strength of your followers should quickly increase. It seems to me that it is time for the development itself. Mr. Leah, for now I can only ask you to wait here, before you return to the islands of the Endless Sea, her canopy. This is the cream of the medicine series. It was spread between all the bloody wars. Very much, young lord. Later, The monk also fled from the central capital. The evil land of grey clouds besieges the central capital through the seventh gate with a large number of cultivators and monstrous beasts, who rage and kill everyone in a row. Family suffered heavy losses due to this invasion. The great elder on the outskirts of the Tin. Family was killed by the demon lord. They were able to retreat as a family to the Ken family on the 7th of the central capital. When I left the central capital, both sides clashed, but none of them have made a move yet, so the outcome is currently unknown. What is the status of Jan's family? Their situation is stable for now. The evil land has not yet attacked the southern gate, so the young family has yet to face them. The fourth master and the fourth lady are safe. Their family didn't send them to fight. Fine. Not for some reason they didn't bring me to the city of war. The central capital is currently unaware of the situation in the city of war, but the fourth master and lady are very concerned about your safety, and it's clear. The idea is to rest a little. By the way, Yuxian has some valuable medicine. Thank you, young lord. Rest. It is worth writing to your parents to reassure them. Also suggest that they move here if possible, although, knowing the character, he is unlikely to agree to this. This accumulation of energy is not only pure and powerful, but also contains a lot of not knowledge. This knowledge belongs to the master of the Yi family, the derivation of the heavenly path of martial Tao that he had accumulated over the years. Let's see if I can soak it up. Broke through 2 stages of Shinyu at once. If I can kill a couple more masters in the same way, those who came out to wear Shinyu. Likely, this eye is a soul-type artifact, and he is not a bit weaker than the old man's artifact. What is the estate defending now? If I can absorb even more energy and strong masters, this eye will make the lizard stronger. I understood correctly, this spiritual pond was made on Shiladesia. That's right, it really does have a cleansing effect on the body. It doesn't matter how bad your ability is. If you feed off this pool for a few days, he will rid himself of all impurities. So your potential will skyrocket. I don't know what the rumors say, but he really is better. It was precisely in a few days that I stayed in this pond. There will be an incredible effect. They say they'll make another one tomorrow. Hey, give me your turn later. Hey, next in line is our commander of the Soaring Feast. I'm really looking forward to this. Idiots. Defense Anya. Not only Berdvoina lost such a wonderful opportunity, and again failures. I can't seem to process the golden eye. Likely, for this I need to become stronger. Yang Kai, come here. What's happened? Glow. What kind? Ask your older sister. It was she who arranged all this. All I know is that it's amazing. Big sister, what happened? Didn't you give me a lot of liquid, a lot of medicine? Alchemy doesn't require that much, and I didn't use alchemy for a while. That's why I wanted to try these medications to help your followers improve their abilities. How did it do this? Did you finish talking about people? Like Pili Yuli, talking about, I found a method in the spiritual array that you taught me. Any side effects? No. Although it works quickly and can help people get through several small levels in a short time, however, it is better to use the liquid Mariata medicine for a long time. Here's how. Bandikravova battle was practiced in ponds for 2 days. Every 3 days the group of people will change. The day is the most optimal time to spend in the pool. If you spend more time there, it will be useless. If it weren't for my father, all the people I bullied would have taken advantage of this opportunity as well. According to if it weren't for my father, the Seniva Rain Hall of Semietzos might have benefited from this. My old man is too angry. Longer fit for the position of patriarch. You don't have to stay here. Go and do your thing. We'll leave a few people here to keep order. Don't forget to give me a treat this evening. I have something for you. At least you have a conscience, otherwise we would never have been so devoted to you. Young Master Yang. Young Master Yang, statually, come up here. Let's talk. Young Master Yang, we haven't seen each other for a long time. What has passed. Already. Again. Not if the Statshilia is worried about sacred treasures, then there is no need to worry, since I gave my word. As soon as we sort out the current situation, I will return certain ones. This old master would not come here to discuss the sacred treasures of my section. Say, hey, then why did you come? I was interested. Will one master of Yang allow my people of the islands of endless struggle to come to this healing one, help with the master shed? Yes. But it is of no use to those who are beyond the shed. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is my day. How about the materials? Is there enough? Yes. Once is enough. Add our guests to cherish him. The elder, the cultivators of the endless sea, bathe after all the other groups in the mansion, but please be assured that even if this is the last bath, the healing properties will not differ. Very much for your generosity. There is no need to be so polite. From now on, we are all one big family. Everyone will get their share. Hot it will be quite clever when the time comes to ask again and repent above and the solitary seal. Elders. Seems to be full of enthusiasm. You failed again, old demon. You have broken through the limit of Shedyu. Fight, will give you a young master. It was easy. What issues will you discuss this time, guardian man? I remember more than a month ago, you said that Demon Lord Yenbai's strength was the best, right? Right, even if you remove your seal, you won't be able to defeat him. No, my strength is a little behind his strength, only one. I want to know what kind of kingdom Yenbai was given and what kind you have achieved. What is the level beyond the shed, and why is it so different from all the previous ones? I didn't want to explain it too happily, because the more you know, the more it will influence your development. Are you a poet that I will lead you astray and aim for something more? I was afraid. You would be disappointed. It's just that people of this world call the level beyond the limit shed. Beyond the limit, because they don't really understand that this is a great kingdom. Now I can tell you that this kingdom is not called beyond the Shedia. It's just a name given by a peak level master in this world. In fact, this level has an official name. The rising of the kingdom. For those who have reached the ascending kingdom, everyone above or below the shed is mortal. The gap is like the chasm between cultivators and ordinary people. Thus, when a cultivator of Sheju or below encounters those in the superior realm, has virtually no chance of fighting back. That is why the masters of a superior realm do not care about those who are weaker. The masters of the Sheju limit you have met are all cultivators of the transcendent realm. However, this area is somewhat different from the previous ones. The division of power is not so detailed. How the superior kingdoms are divided. Has only 3 ranks, and of those who live in the 8 small families and even in the whole world, 90% are first-rank cultivators of the superior realm. All of these 8 people in the Seal Temple were first-rank cultivators of the transcendent realm, and because their understanding of the battle Tao and the heavenly path is limited, they cannot advance further. Liao Anshan has a fairly solid foundation and has reached the limit of the first rank, so he is slightly stronger than the ordinary first rank of the transcendental realm. But if there is no one to guide him, then there will be a limit to his life achievements. He will no longer be able to break through to the second rank, and somehow the count of the 3 of you. Since the old demon has just broken through, he is just an ordinary first-rank superiority. Well, since he was in this realm before, combined with his foundation and experience, he is a little stronger than usual. Besides, in the future he will not face any problems when trying to break through. Bratlin was, like Liao Anshan, also a first-rank peak a month ago, but now he has already broken through to the second. As for me, after breaking the seal, my limit is probably second-rank superiority. What about the Shays Kings and the Demon Lord Yenbai? Besides this woman, these evil kings are all up to the second rank of superiority. This woman is a little worse, and she is only at the first rank. After all, she is still very young, but the fact that she has reached this level at her age is already shocking. Has a special constitution. It seems she followed most of her cultivation from her mother. Not surprising. As for the Demon Lord Yenbai, I'll try to guess a third-rank superiority? Exactly. In this world, he is the only one at the third rank of excellence, and one of the 8 great families of the central capital does not have such a person. Now you must understand. I understand. What are the prospects for the central capital? No idea. Consider the forging situation. No one can predict what the final result will be. That's why I was hesitant to tell you the secrets of the transcendent realm. I was worried you'd get depressed when you realized how unstoppable real power is. Depression? Somewhat. I finally feel like my purpose has become stronger. Later. With the help of the cream of the Marietta medicine after this 3-month isolation, all the bloody ant wars were able to break through to the superior realm. That food neck is young. Does it have the ability to allow masters to reach Shanila? After this impressive breakthrough, all the bloody wars, or were caused by Manuia. By banishing them, they gained a huge amount of valuable knowledge and information about the superior kingdom. The progress of the bloody warriors' growth was breathtaking. but the results of the other even waters in the mansion were also impressive. Shanzemlo kept disappearing around the city of war under the guise of observing Yen Kai from her. Yenkov managed to obtain a lot of accurate and up-to-date information. The initial invasion of the evil land into the central capital occurred in the territory of the Gao family. After a short time, they quickly expanded their territory due to the Terran power of Yan and the incredible powers of the 5 evil kings. The masters of the 8 great families suffered many losses. Family, Kanetsu, left the lands they had inherited for countless years faster. Let's go to the territory of other families, maybe they will help there. 3 months after the invasion began, half of the central capital of Pal, the 8 great families immediately gave the command to the entire Great Han's Request dynasty for the major families and sects to send reinforcements to the central capital. In fact, this is the second time they have given such an order, but this time I don't know who responded. You ask for several hundred years, 8 great families represented the pinnacle of power, but now the evil earth fought them on equal terms. Not a single family dared to give their flying forces into the hands of the 8 great families, because that would be the same as sending its core members to be cannon fodder. You're worried about your family. Does it seem like I care about her in general? 2 days later, I've seen this before. A dragon phoenix. Gratitude token, Bello. If I told you it was this little bastard's fate, you'd believe it, madam. If you really want, you must simply rebel against the sacred land. If you pass through this barrier, the demon lord won't be able to do anything to you. I can't log in. It's not because I'm afraid of the demon lord, but because I don't want to harm him. The closer I get to him, the faster he will die. I don't understand. You don't understand. That's normal. It's just the fate of the demon queen. My destiny, Shinyu. The 4th level, Shinyu. 5th level, the art of joyful unification in Nye Yen reached the 3rd stage. Exactly. I would almost forget it. This is the monsters Yangshan and Yang.Do. You remember him? He grows in the cave of heavenly inheritance. According to the words of Sarlord Demon, when a man and a woman reach the point of uniting the heart and soul, this world's spiritual treasure will play its role, and now is the time. Yeah, I remember him. So how would you use it? Maybe we should just eat half each, but it is obvious that this is wrong. This is not a spiritual herb. This thing is closer to an intelligent life form. What? My development technique is developing from the sky at any speed, but I can't control her, otherwise it looks like our child. Do you want the real thing, Demon Queen? I have no intention of giving up on us. It looks like a new group has arrived in the city of Ward. I'll go check. Be careful. Yeah. Demon, surrender yourself in battle and we will spare your life. Gaspasha, forgive me. I'm just confusing it with underfoot. Enough of this chatter. It's better to go straight to the battlefield. I didn't expect to meet the famous queen of the big demons here. Oh, I'll bet you'll be so happy if this happens. Brothers, be careful not to kill her. It will be useful for exchange with the demon ward. She won't die that easily. Method is too cunning. Gaspasha, don't worry about me. White, stupid and naive. Squatty is being demonized. Forward, eh? Are you happy to see you? Jan, what you, keep quiet. To the elder. White, how is she? Her life is not in danger, young lord. What is the situation? You're just in time. Take her to our estate, give her proper treatment. Trust me, she is strong. There are such powerful masters in this estate. That's not all. It seems to me that this estate is simply teeming with such wasters. Hey, you, it's okay. Calm down, Lucy. Why did you come here? My Lu family received an order from the 8 great selves and came to the central capital to help. Having seen a strange phenomenon, we came to find out everything. Unexpectedly met the evil king. I see. And these two. This is the oldest Huang of Shao and Sa Huang, and this is the oldest Nadzians, and the Shining Palace. They both came with me to the central capital during the protracted War of Succession. 8 great families spared no expense to discredit Ian Kai, declaring that he had joined with Gavra and the demons. Never have thought that this was actually true. Young lady, why are you here? I'm hiding. Hide. Yes, I found refuge here. Young lady, is this without a beginning part of the evil of the earth? What kind of shelter could there be here? Why does the elder Daihuang say this? Evil and the king, the evil of the earth, ash-gray clouds, and the young lord is a traitor to the Yin family. Young lady, you may be young but different, but you can't let yourself be fooled, otherwise, you will regret it for the rest of your life, although, indeed, not as knowledgeable as the elder. I know what I'm doing. Hey. Bad. It looks like it comes from Jan's family. Somehow it had an effect on the young lady. Elder Daihuan, rumors, not every rumor should be believed. she has a chance to make mistakes. I have dealt with this young Master Yang before, and I can guarantee that he is not an evil person, even if a little tricky. Ha, the foreman is too polite. Fine, I will show respect to the elder's cause and I will believe his words for now, but somehow you will explain the price. Why should I explain anything? Since you don't want to return to the central capital, something tells me you're here. In order to achieve a certain price and conclude an unfavorable agreement. If you take advantage of this situation, you will be able to make a large contribution, then go to the central capital. This will greatly strengthen the position of your Huang family. Brother Wan. Don't be fooled. Do you want to use me as a bargaining chip? I'll get it, young Master. If you don't want to explain, then that's how it will be. If you kill this woman, I will believe that you are a filthy earth without speaking. Ha. What the hell? Enough. Brother Lu, what else do you want to say? Brother Lu, brother in vain, evil land, this is a plague on the common people of this world, and now that the evil king has appeared before us, I can't just sit back and do nothing. Brother Wan, what are your intentions? My intentions? Naturally, I'm going to clean this place up and capture this devilish woman and this one from Jan's family, who dared to enter into conflict with Gover and the evil land, ashes to grey clouds, and send them to the central capital so that they could keep the 8 for themselves and manage it for themselves. Brother Wan, you must be impulsive. We need to look at this issue more carefully. Brother Lu, and I don't know what you're worried about, but your fears are unfounded. The capture of this traitor to the Jan family, this woman has a great achievement. You really want to give up such a great opportunity? Brother Zen, what is your opinion? Naturally, I agree with Brother Wan. Haha, very good. Once we are making one floor of a bungalow, then we will split all the rewards and share for catching 2 of them. Agree. Well, in the older ones, why did you take such an aggressive position? Thanks to the lady, you have been deceived by this traitor. You don't have to speak for him, but you can be sure that we will not go against you. You don't have that kind of power. Please step back. If you continue to insist on this, I'm afraid you won't be able to escape. Even if you want to. Won't be able to escape. Haha. Ha, we didn't breed to run with human. Step aside, Yang Kai. I won't be the first to attack them, but if they want to pacify too much, I won't stop them. Without shame and remaining, bro. I'll ask you for the last time, you will join when there were none. If you still refused, then this pledge will belong only to me, and to Brother Zion, and it will have nothing to do with yourself. HMC. Achadiki of the Hone family and the Shining Palace. Let's capture this woman and her family from Yang, besides the young lady. If anyone dares to resist, kill without mercy. Bratzian. Let's, haha, it's not that I'm unhappy with the odds, they brought trouble upon themselves. Haha, just 2 bloody wars, let us take the number, kill them all. Any 1.9 bloody wars from where for this, young Basternet, Pasha, young Basternet, perhaps show mercy to you. They are still part of the groups opposing evil to the earth. Ion Kai, young lord, what are the further instructions? Well, there they are. Gone. Catch up, young lord, please. Dare. When the 9 bloody warriors jumped out and they struck the first Master 6, from his sea of knowledge a huge force suddenly burst forth into suction, and she began to draw in an inexplicable lump of energy. This, my sea of knowledge, sucked in the remnants of spiritual energy from the dead Master 6. The golden warrior absorbed all this from his grandfather's eyes. Yang Kai. Young Master, young lord. Get over here. I can't do it for you. I'm leaving. Lord, please wait. What advice would you like to give the Sergeant Major? I don't dare, young Master. January, how do you plan to deal with this? With what? But, with the killing of so many people. What's done is done? Or what? The foreman want to leave the army for them? Please don't joke with me, young Master. Yang, I just want to say that until this time, my Lu family came here together with Huang's family, and a Shining Palace to help the 8 great families for the dotted capitals. Sergeant Major, I'll ask you, was it my mistake? Of course not, since I am not to blame for this. If the 8 great families ask, the Sergeant Major might just tell the truth. Our 3 group traveled together, although Wana, the Shining Palace, suffered great losses. Myself Lu turned out to be unharmed. When we get to the central capital, I'm afraid that the Lu family will be suspected. Whatever Elder Lu says, just say it. I don't have time for you. I understand well. Wan, Xiaohua and Xianji, and Ha's mistake led to serious losses. Therefore, to avoid shame, I'm afraid they'll try to shift all the responsibility onto my Lu family and young Master Yang. Let's say that you conspired with me to frame them. Perhaps, then your Lu family is finished this time. I'm afraid that even the family here will be able to protect you. Therefore, I humbly ask young Master Janats to accompany me to the central capital that has many powerful masters. If you can escort my Lu family to the central capital, you will be able to get out of the current impasse. I no Severick. The family will no longer accuse young Master Yen of anything, and my Lu family will be able to protect themselves. For you. In fact, I never believed that young Master Yang would engage in a battle with the demons in Gulliver. I appreciate the trust of the elder Lukovny. But what does the life and death of the 8 great families have to do with me, and the survival of the central capital? I'm staying here only as a radiation shelter. Farewell, Sergeant Major. I won't accompany you, thank you. How are you? Fine. I just want to eat you. You are not alone here. Actually. The place. You have to leave, otherwise I will really eat you. I don't want to die. Fine and white, you can wait until she wakes up. In the meantime, I'll busy myself with development. You only do these things. I just can't leave the situation as it is. These are clouds. It is formed from the energy of an old family, right? Hotikno. It contains the thoughts and experiences of more than 70 masters. If I can absorb it all. But these confused thoughts can negatively affect my memory and thoughts. Maybe we can use this that's all, but with more energy, residual thoughts of the masters. Haha, what pure spiritual energy. With her I can easily advance to level 5. After 12 hours. That's true. So pure and light, the remnants of the memories of dozens of Shedju masters are collected here. Great old time. We just have to wait here. Yes, we are waiting. We really need to do this. Although he was a fool, he was in a desiccating palace, and they traveled together, but only 2 families suffered heavy losses. This was their destiny. My family should not be disgraced. Can his 7 families really prove this? It was just a convenient excuse. The people from the 8 great families are not fools. If we explain clearly what happened, how can they suspect us? Then why, let me ask. If you rush to the Citral capital now, what will be the result? We will fight evil, right? We will engage in battle with the forces of evil from the earth, and we will certainly find ourselves in the vanguard. Sevelu sent 35 masters of Shiyu to the Syra. If we fought a battle like this, how many of us do you think would survive? However, what if we work with young Master Yang? I will go to the central capital under his leadership. The eldest. And this young Master Yang, he will really go to the central capital. Unlikely. I'll wait a bit longer. If nothing changes by then. Family will head to the central capital to provide assistance. Young Master Yang Senior LOU. No matter what happened, your Lu family and I are at least somewhat friends. I feel a little awkward seeing you, an elder, standing near my house. Trinkets. Want to come over and talk? Very good. I thank young Master Yang for his hospitality. You find place the young lord in an enchanting position. Senior Lu, I must leave you for a while. Your man will take you there. Please follow me, elder. Could it be that he invited us to discuss sending us to the central capital? Young Master Yang is too mysterious. It's hard for me to figure out what he's up to. What? Young Master, do you want to go to the central capital? Yes. Tavini is such a dog, polite. Tell us why you want to go. It's not easy to explain the details. All I can tell you is that I have my own reasons. In addition, the great master plans to go to the central capital, right? Yes. Only 2 of those I received here. As their master, I have to decide everything once and for all of Bratland. Since the brother had such an idea, we will go to the central capital together. This will be the safest way, brother man. If I go with you, I can at least guarantee you will be happy. When are you planning to leave for the trip? In a couple of days. 4 bloody wars brought by the elder brother and the second brother, now at a critical point in its cultivation. As soon as they break through, we'll go. All mothers of war 20 know, but the horror is already so strong. So young, and already on Jenny Yuan. It seems to me that such progress is completely normal here. Starshilu, I was just looking for you. Young Master, January. I wanted to inform you that our forces will be going with your Lu family. To the central capital in just a couple of days. Not really of the wise look and newest of young Master Yang made this old man respect you even more. My Lu knows what's wrong with the lieutenant in the person of young Master Yang, and we may survive this troubled time. Senior, this is too much. Someone made a breakthrough. There are several of them. Nothing special. You must have seen a world phenomenon some time ago, when 9 people broke through to Shin. How should I address my brother, Li and Ivan Chun and above and The dedicated sect of the islands of the endless sea above and beyond the sect, Brother Lu is too polite. There is no need to mention here that there are any superpowers, compared to the fighting tower of the dedicated sect, young Master Yang's mansion. You forget that the above-mentioned sect is not comparable to the Yenkai mansion. None of the 8 great families can compare to this place. Brat Lu has a granddaughter. I have been cultivating my whole life, and that's why I don't have any direct streams. Your Lu is first class to herself. Have at least a few young beautiful women, right? Yes, in fact there are many of them. Then you need to get married quickly. I really envy your whole family, because such an amazing young man appeared here. If Brother Lu doesn't take advantage of this opportunity to give up the descent relationship, then how long will you wait? If my highest dedicated sect was in the Dutry country, not to mention my granddaughters, even if it were my daughter, I would gladly marry her to young Master Kai. Wouldn't your daughter be too old for him? His daughter would be 50 or older. However, it would be a good idea to follow your brother's advice. After 4 days, guardian man, everyone is ready. Shall we go? Yes. How long does it take? 13 blood warriors, old demon, elderly, and the Lu family. Okay, I can move everyone in the house to the central capital, transfer everyone. How? I ever mentioned before that my heavenly temple can move. Open up. Wow, Yang, what is this? Everyone, get ready. We are heading to the central capital. Madam, let's go to the central capital. There is no need to stay here any longer. Madam, Yang, I'm currently heading to the central capital to inform the demon lord Syria later. What's going on here? Old demon, stop her. Can't the young master ask someone else? I'd rather not do that. I will respectfully perform the young master's Kabata. 2 separate worlds, from the north of Doyug, the greatest city under heaven. This sentence has long been used to describe the vastness of the central capital, but after the invasion of the evil land, these words ironically became reality. North. Inner part of the city really became 2 separate worlds. The Correliata. What is this? Doesn't this barrier look familiar to you? You don't mean that either. He's coming. This thing fly? This artifact was incredibly powerful and mysterious. In it that we don't know about. What about this whore? Didn't the demon Surler order it? If there is no movement from that place, the heart, this and the little comrade are obviously not on our side. I know this point. One day I will make this not Shivo, comrade, fix me. What? 4th brother. There was news from your son. He, and oh, even pain. I'm thinking about what you want to say. I'll just want to take advantage of the opportunity to cause trouble for our care. Tell them that Yenwei and Yenjiao are now in our son's estate. So they are unlikely to do anything. Well, all I know is that Yenjiao and Yenwei are currently in a fight over their son. Oh, you're so nice, 4th brother. Thank your son. He saved Joru's life. Didn't all 8 families in the world try to kill my care together, and now you want to thank him? He doesn't need it. This is, place it, Akaya. Look, there is Lord Yenkai. The 9th Ballad Lord. Didn't he die? They said that everyone from the City of War was killed. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with this place? Why is it floating? Who could have so many people there? Doesn't it seem like the auras of the other fans are somehow different from their previous auras? Did something happen to them? They say that they all broke through to the 9th level of the shed. No. There is now a frightening pressure coming from each of them, but it can't come from someone at the peak of their powers. Brother Yang, why did he decide to appear here? Is this really a answer? If we dare to do this, I will make him feel something more terrible than death. Brother Yang, no matter what happened, he is still a member of your young family. You have to deal with this yourself. Cope with this. When the 7 of you joined forces to get to him, my young family did not interfere. If he really wants to take revenge now, my young family still won't interfere. Why are you all worried? Although Yenkai may have many powerful vasters, what can he do with his power? Besides, aren't his parents here? Not his parents. Don't think about doing anything to his parents, Pop. This will only lead to bad consequences. Should we take this Balakas so seriously? Interesting. AAA. 10 days ago, how many martial artists are there in Yenkai's place and what is their level of development? Do you think we don't know the truth? He swore, not without himself, that he had not collected it, in my words, and the Dachas would have hit me long ago. You saying that you used this absurd excuse to explain, why did you and your family come to see us? Oh, Jish, this operation shouldn't have been trusted to rats like you. Brother 1, AAA, Brother Sion, Brother Nan. Ha, this is the little Trotia, the murderer who killed 2 of your heirs, right? Now that I have dared to appear before you, would you like to take revenge? Ha, our Xian families cannot coexist with Xian Kai. If there is a chance, I will kill him myself. There is no need to involve Brother Huang and Brother Yang Kai. In the axis of the great family are already bitter enemies. This is a well-known fact. What's to worry about? Jan came AAA 9 Doilot HM, no mercy for this evil creation. Kill them all. AAAA. AAA, forward. AAA, your enemy has appeared before you. Will Brother Xiang, Brother Nan swallow the insult? AAA, ha, this time, there was much more spiritual energy gathered here, but its absorption field is not that wide, somewhere around 100 meters. Yang Kai, pay for everything with your life, ha. AAA, Potrier Xian, Potrier Nan Yan Lort. What should we do with these 2? Kill them, Yang Kai, be modest. You will surely be rewarded in the future, here. Because in the future we will never meet again, and in this world there will be no more families and nanas. Yang Kai, them off too. Yang Kai. You're too arrogant, ha. AAA, do you want to kill us? This will happen, brother. AAA, don't watch your rear. And in vain. Oh my God, Yang Kai, here who got ambushed, which they do not want in the great axis. AAA. This is, Inziu, follow me, all others can act independently. AAA, they are retreating. It seems that Yang Kai's forces have also decided to retreat. Hide, brothers, isn't this too arrogant? This little child has the strength to behave like this. Wouldn't you use your status as patriarch to curb it? This is complete nonsense. After everything that happened, Dalbatio didn't give a damn about my family. Yen. Haha, it seems they miscalculated. If we had acted more carefully, what's the point of remembering the past now? Now the situation is the same. That if we can get Yang Kai's support, within 6 months we will be able to defeat the evil land, and vice versa. If the evil land succeeds in recruiting him, then the only fate of the central capital. What? This is an unusual case. These 4 were among the few who came here in response to the call of our 8-member family. If we don't get through this will only have a frightening effect for all other forces of the great Han dynasty. Logic of things, Yang Kai, the one who killed these 4 people, and forgive the 8 great families, and even if we did, we must give the rest of the forces of the great Han dynasty. There is a good reason for this, but if you condemn his actions, we will piss off Yang Kai. The consequences will be unimaginable. Brother Yang, what kind of person is this child? I know little about him. All I can tell you is, this is what makes his temperament unlikely to be firm, but the short time that he was in the Yang family, he never wanted to suffer any losses. Call his parents, ask them, they should be bigger than they used to be. And not a bad idea. Find out and I'll send someone for them, but remember, none of you can go against them naturally. Brother Yang doesn't have to worry. A patriarch, for what reason did you summon me, and my wife at this time? Nothing like that. It's just that I and the other patriarchs want to do a little better. Understand the personality character of Yang Kai. Son, did something happen to him? Yang Kai. Safety, you don't need to worry. What's happened? Why did you suddenly want to know about my Kai? This is like an obedient son. Since he returned to the central capital, why hasn't he returned to his family yet? He's still a bitch to the point of being extremely angry, and for the disobedient one, I reached him. Patriarch, forgive me, this scoundrel is my son, a young impulsive and made a big mistake. The next time I see him, I will definitely give him a severe reprimand, and you each of me. 4. This. We just want to know more about Yang Kai, like those who raised him. Of course, you understand it better than anyone else. Yes, well, although I am ashamed to say so, I would be very fond of my son. So I don't know too much about him. I know that he's such a cutie, yet he crawled like this even as a child. He later grew it, then we cared too much about him. And by the way, did you know that he loved porridge as a child? Remember, dear, how did you communicate with Nebin? He was still so salty, and then, by mistake, you sat down there. And then you woke him up, and he was so shy. And why do we need this useless information? My son is a good child. For the sake of his age, I taught him that those who respect me, I respect you 10 times more, and those who offended me once, I will kill 3 times. After some time, the main forces of Yank and his friends began a counterattack. Aimed at the very heart of the Demon King's army, the monsters were unable to hold back the many masters for a while, and gradually they began to lose positions. retreating their camp or the demons retreat. Let's clean up the remains and return to the estate. Like lightning, Yenka swept through the city, where a moment ago the hustle and bustle of war was raging, and he collected all the energy left by the deceased masters of Shinyu Peak thanks to the collected energy of strong experts. And Yenka was able to break through the 5th level of the Shinyu realm, thus compensating for the development gap between themselves and the Wiania away. All the trophies from the battlefield belong to the 8 small 7th. What, if it weren't for the 9 young lord, you would be here, did not collect trophies from their bones of brother. Do you dare to look at the big family? Today, would you give not 100 to the powerful Demon King's monster? Well, be furious, I'm afraid of you, Brother Jan, let's go. Yes. And pass on my message as soon as possible. Not provoke the 9th young lord of the Yang family under any circumstances, even if it concerns the servants in battle. You are in troubled times, it is not in our interests to anger him even more. Young Kai, many people have set up camp outside the manor. All want to work for you. For me, this is not a war of succession. All those outside are first-class forces who received the call from the 8 small families and arrived in the central capital. Since the 8 little family called them, why did they come to me? Don't pretend to be stupid, this is because this place is safer. Before they come to the central capital, already arrived to provide assistance. But all these forces suffered serious losses and were practically destroyed, seeing the core members of their sect in there. Families die or get seriously injured. How can recent arrivals dare to expect shelter from 8 small families? So they came to me instead of them. Yes, and in this mansion there is even a successful example. You run, I'm leading myself on the bow. For example, some time ago, Alu's family also arrived in the central capital, but in fact it joined you, and not the 8 small families. During this time, Alu's family did not suffer any fatal losses, and instead killed many cultivators with evil earth. Now it's up to us to decide whether to let them in or not. Since they came to work for me, let them in. It truly insatiable, this is a good opportunity. 8 small families, central capitals will provide blood for the animals. Times are changing. The 7 small young family showed a terrifying character. I can only hope that he remembers at least a little of his family tree. Debate, what are you doing here? Calm down. So, when she came to us, we just have to kill her. Lord Yenkai said that everyone here is a guest, and he hopes that you won't create any problems. Please come in, daughter. Father, Yenkai is already waiting for you in the main hall. Please come in, this time we'll let you go, just make sure we never see each other again. Mind, the older sister must also come inside. Know that I came too. I don't know, he just said that there were guests on the street, and it's time to teach me to meet them. Ask him yourself. There's a little bastard here, and always tries to act secretly. AAA, nephew, we patriarchs have come here to discuss important issues with you, as representatives of the resurrection of the great ourselves, but you let that witch sit next to Dabi. What do you mean by that? Patriarch Gao must be careful with his words, and I won't be able to restrain myself after being insulted. Don't give yourself away, and if today we did not show respect to Boladob's nephew Jan, we old masters would immediately take your miserable life. You must gratefully give Deshida goodwill, and leave quickly. Or do you want me to take action right here? In my mansion? No one can take action against anyone without my permission. This is a child. He was able to seal my power. Young nephew, you are still a member of the Yanu family, aren't you? Maybe you want to stand on the side of the evil earth now, colluded with demons and studied demonic secret arts, trying to overthrow the central capital's rule, and this is the affirmation of the elevation of the great yourself. My good uncle. And if I have the opportunity to refute this, however, among the rumors there is one point that is not a lie, and only before that he entered into a conspiracy with people from the evil land. Shan Qingluo and I are old acquaintances. When I was thrown into the evil land and faced with misfortune, she took care of me. Good deeds must be repaid with gratitude. And you need to take revenge for an insult. So if someone tries to do something bad here, don't blame me for what I didn't see. I will not show you mercy. Such events only happen to a young nephew, and his personal relationship with the Queen of the Demos cannot be considered as with the Ga or with the demons. State private issues are separate issues. We all understand this perfectly well. Yankoi. 6 months ago my family Yanavaspi great selves central capital were unfair to you, and for this I apologize. What about past events? After you go through hard times, 8 great selves will offer you appropriate compensation and fulfill any requirements. Let us not mention the events of 6 months ago. I don't care anymore. If I want something I will take it. There is no need to offer me any compensation. What do all my good uncles want to discuss with me today? It seems to me that he has completely lost Kvaliki's respect for himself. It's not urgent. Since the Demon King also gets here today, she obviously has some questions. Why don't you talk to her first? I came here at the command of the Demon Lord to defeat you. Sir Demon Lord hoped that you could team up with him to destroy the 8 great selves and rule the world. These are his true intentions. He also said, if you can promise him this, he will give you the Demon Queen as a thank you gift. Aren't you already fighting? What achievements on his bed can he offer me? So what is your answer? Of course I agree. Why should I disagree? However, I have a request. Go back and tell your Demon Lord that I want his head. My Great Master is very interested in this award. I will provide her with more on the left. I am ready to unite with him. Then I will return everything and convey your words to him. White, let's go. So, what do you and Uncle want to discuss today? We hope that you will be able to return to Sebia. After all, you are still her direct descendant. I won't come back. Wait, the power in my hands gives me the right to speak to you as an equal, but if I go back now, will I be able to continue doing this? My Great Master wants to take Yang Bai's life, and she is measured in this, in my opinion, and to clear the name of my sect, this is what I have to put my efforts into. If I return to Sebia, you can hand over control of all the great families to me. If you can do that, I wouldn't mind returning to Sebia. Not possible, at best, Babaz, to give you more voting rights and authority. Here are the decisions regarding planning and conducting the war. The final decision must remain with us, then there is no need for further discussion. I like being able to act arbitrarily. Go away. I must go back and discuss this with the Hall of Elders, and I cannot hand over to you the command in Sebia the Great Besamiami. Well, if it's just Sebjajan and I can try to fulfill your conditions, Lijan, you may not see something once or twice, but you can't be blind all your life. Yenka, what do you say? You're right, we're leaving great uncle. How are my parents doing? You don't have to worry about the 4th brother and your mother, even if Sebia Yang is destroyed, and I will not allow them to be harmed. Very much. This is my direct responsibility. Hello. Minor. Aaa. Damn it, come here, father. I didn't do anything like that. Daughter, your foresight surpasses mine. Father. Your child is getting older. From now on, I'll have to burden myself with taking care of Sebiatsu. Father, are you still young enough? Anymore. And all your uncles, by the way, too. Father, you must abdicate the throne and enjoy life without singing. More worrying about family politics and running around the battlefield. Then you will have the time and strength to walk a few more miles and give me a great brother. Portia, man, how dare you say such words to your father? I say this for your own good. If you continue to live on the battlefield in the family, there is no trace, only I remain old man. Perhaps I am not fit to take responsibility for the Honu family. I believe that, but thanks to my friendship with Yenkai, if I take the position of subriarch, there will be problems with the future development of the Koni family. You yourself would never have thought of this. Who told you? Suiman, Lady Sabetsu. Damn right. After the meeting at the Kai estate, the 8 great families gathered separately, and they tried to set their most important priorities. They were trying to figure out whether or not to trust the 9th young lord, despite the fact that it is necessary to come to the consent. It was quite difficult. The 8 great families finally made their choice. A few days later, Patriarch Young family visited Yenkai again and brought him news that satisfied him. Lying down, you are worthy of becoming the next patriarch of the family. Well, I don't want to become one. Are you serious? Certainly. Don't rush into your decision. Kai.do. You remember what I told you earlier? Becoming the patriarch of the Young family also has its benefits. Do and you want to rule the whole world? Once you become the patriarch of the Young family, you will have such an opportunity. So what does it mean to be the patriarch of the Young family? Any rare resources for development? Great children. If I take you as an example, you are the head of the family, but you are still the weakest of all the restrained multivators who went out for the target. Why, on sight, you're right. At the moment I'm the weakest of all, and no matter how unfair the heavens may be, I can only blame myself for my weakness. But do you know why every patriarch of the Young family is a master beyond the limits of Shinyu? Because the patriarch of the Young family is provided. Available only to the person holding the position, and if you accept the position of patriarch, you will know that this is an opportunity. Did you really think that the position of the Young family patriarch Couldn't do anything. If I had not become a patriarch, I would not have been able to achieve even this. Alas, I know about my limits and talent from the moment he became the patriarch of the young family have passed. In such a short period of time I was able to break through to the target. You want to say that you were able to become stronger only because he became a patriarch. The fact remains the fact. I'm not trying to hide it, so it's true. Well, are you interested? If you accept the position of patriarch, you will know that it is an opportunity. Great kids. This is a way to ban me. Yes. Can you tell me more about Deb? You information is tempting me a little, but great children, I really don't want to become a patriarch. Been 2 years since you returned to the family. During this time you have already managed to build a force of no small size, which surpasses any of the great families. Or do you think that old people would be confident in the future of the family? If the position of our patriarch had been conveyed, the group would not have matured children. It's not that everyone is worried about their own children, and that they believe in you. The future of the young families will depend on you. Great children, I will not disappoint your expectations. Take this situation into account. I will take command of the young family for a while, and then I will hand over power to my elder brother or second brother. And they see their future in the young family. Or in the central capital. My journey does not end here. May not believe me when I tell you, but I believe there are stronger cultivators there, stronger sects and stronger families. Compared to them, the 8 great families are nothing. Fine, but it's good that you have such plans for your life. For some time you will occupy the position of patriarch of the family, but now, I think, we won't be able to hold an official ceremony, having received your appointment. This is exactly what is not needed. The families of the Dyrol capital changed patriarchs at the same time. When this news spread, it shocked the world. Time flew by quickly. Yen Infan and Dong Suzu arrived at Yenkai's mansion. Auntie, there is actually one more. What? Rest assured, I'll teach that little bastard a good lesson. I think he's become strong. He got such a beautiful woman. This is how my son is. For this. It's just that my younger sister is quite shy and, naturally, it comes out on its own. Moreover, her younger brother didn't promise her anything, so she's not sure of anything. Yen, what do you mean? I wish she would come, and I met my uncle and aunt. Didn't expect that Wu Yan would be so loyal. If you don't mind, I would naturally like to meet her and chat, then I'll bring her a mom. Where did you go with Wu Yan? Not without reason. Not be able to win the hearts of these two handsome men. My son is truly unique. What's first? What's second? Both are simply divine. Care, promise me that you will never, under any circumstances, force me to encircle you. We must defend ourselves for official. She's money, just like his father, a real hammer. There is no need to rush things. We are still young, you are still young, but your parents are no longer there. Who's old here? Look at Mom, when she talks to them like this, it seems like they are sisters. Is it true? Well, you're probably right. Your mother often says that some impulsive things at such times should not be brought to her attention. What, by the way, Father, why did you come today? Your great uncle wants you to come back. Myself. January, he wants me to come back urgently. He didn't explain much. Just said that it was your question. And what will he explain when you return? If so, then I know. Walk slowly. Please wait a little. I need to talk first. What? You want to leave? Young master. Don't blame me for the price. Don't grind. But I want you to come back so badly. We are sure that they do not have any hidden battles. No problem. Only I agreed to join them in the fight against the demon lord. They no longer have a reason like that against me. Young master, you must not be careless. 8 great ones for themselves and got used to be people like rulers, but now you have forced them to sit in front of the rushed. I'm afraid that not so many people hold a grudge against you. Yeah, you shouldn't relax. The situation with the evil land has not yet been resolved. If at this stage the 8 great families create more internal problems, trying to get the most benefit for myself, then they will have no reason to get up in this world. If they actually did this, it would be too illogical. I have nothing to say at the moment. In any case, I will accompany you if I not have a feeling it's going to be an exciting trip of the central capital of the young family. Greetings, Patriarch Third Ford. What are you doing? Great uncle asked us to meet you. Now you, Patriarch of the young family. A patriarch? Yes. Patriarch, please, the elder has been waiting for a long time. Great uncle. A patriarch, I'll leave, follow me, please wait here. This is the forbidden area of the young family. 1 may enter except the patriarch. You must wait here. Okay, that won't do. I must always follow my young master. Old demon Stay here for now. You are worried that we will harm our patriarch. I can understand a person without spending a long time with him. I can also read it by expression, however. Even with this, I can never fully read someone else's heart. Will demon enough. Yes. Please, the courage of the soul. Yes, it's him. This is the most important hall of the Young family, and also its foundation. No one except the patriarchs of the past has the right to enter it. Even the great elders of our family are Yang. If you don't fit a certain slogan, you can't enter here. Children, I am just a temporary patriarch. Doesn't that make me ineligible for entry? Temporary patriarch. Still the patriarch. What you are about to see is an attitude that only the patriarch of our family can enjoy. This is also the biggest secret of the Young family. It's better to experience it personally. The power of the soul. What a strong aura, kids. I can really soak it all up. Any problems? Are you sure you can? If you have the ability, you can take it all, but I doubt it. Go ahead. But you must remember that when you enter, there will be a certain danger. If you don't feel it, it's better to just leave. Ha ha ha. How many years have passed, ever since this little guy? I've been here to Tao. Almost 20 years have passed. Ha ha. Exactly 20 years. 20 years have passed in da video. Why did someone else come only 20 years later? I'm dead before dhau.no. If he were dead, his soul spirit would come here. What if he died outside? Hey, I said this little guy is no match for patriarch. This little child is no good either. Just look at him. He's so swampy. His hair probably still grows amazingly. Hey, it looks like this generation of Sevilla Yen has started to fall for him. And to allow someone so little to become a patriarch is to let them get to such a state. What a pity. Hey baby, you're Sevja Yen, aren't you? Ichum, hey, why aren't you saying anything? You're not. I don't think he and Sevja Yen, yes, these are just killing. Haha, this little child is not scared at all. His heart is at peace. When Janhao came here, he was afraid of us. Shut up. I, Yenkai, a direct disciple of Sevilla Yen, rank 9th. Greet the ancestors. How do you know that Sevja's ancestors, Yen, have keen eyesight? Much better than Yanhao's. By the way, what's wrong with him? Is he dead? Great uncle is still alive. It was he who opened the place and allowed me to enter. It's clear that you know what this place is. Great uncle said that this is the biggest secret of the Young family. In my opinion, it should be a place where the divine feeling of the patriarchs gathers after their death. Yes. As you said, this is the place where the divine sense of the elders of the Young family gather after their death, and I, the great elder, of the second generation, Yang and if a master beyond the Shedia Yin family realizes that his long life is coming to an end, he comes to the Soul Foundation Temple. Then channels divine feeling into the carved figures of the 4 sacred beasts to preserve his life experiences so that the children of the next generation can study them. The patriarch of the Yang family is the only one who can enter here. The souls of at least 40 or 50 transcendental realm masters have gathered here. Thanks to our experience, everyone will be able to break through the Sheja boundary without obstacles. Do you understand? Since you were knocked down, Jan and Hal, it means something. And the patriarch. We are already dead and do not pay attention to what Yana's family recently went through. Why does a young man like you become a patriarch? And what are your qualifications? Soon be 19. I am on the 5th level of Shernil. 27 of my followers have reached the transcendent realm. Is this enough? I have sensed your cultivation, but I do not know the strength of your spiritual energy. But what do you mean by a superior kingdom? This is what you call beyond the Shedia limit. It turns out that the world already had a name for this kingdom. I wonder, what will the flow of time in this world be like for a long time, at the rising of the kingdom? Baby, you go and cut very well. Should I lie to the dead? Does it matter whether what you say is true? It doesn't matter, but if you want to benefit from us, you have to do something for us. Senior, please advise. The second generation of the Young family tried their best to create carvings of the 4 sacred beasts during their generation. The purpose of this was to leave an experience for the next generation of children. We did this for many years. But it took so long. Our intentions were from Kazina and the confinement of time. What is time for us? Our greatest desire is to leave this place. It's just in time that you want to take possession of me, although we will try to restrain ourselves. We must be careful. You came here to gain experience from us, but you better get out, otherwise your soul spirit will be absorbed by one of us. And we will occupy your body and live in your place. Over the years, a lot of spirit has come into the souls of the some and they have become unconsciously powerful creatures, which we destroyed with our joint efforts. The fate of all here is the same. This is our path. If you die without using any forbidden techniques, your soul will also go to this place. I am against. You are against mentioning fate. Today I will break this vicious gold. Timid words. Do you want to swallow us all? If you really had such an opportunity, I would be ready to devour you. In the end, we really want to leave this place, but it is impossible. Please, Senior. Just wait, this is your sea of buildings. That's right. How did you move us? I didn't do anything. It was him. What is it? I don't know what it is. But it can break the shackles that have bound you for countless years. I can't understand what you felt before you transferred your souls to the 4 animal figures before death, but since endless years have changed your will, let us end your suffering here and now. I don't want to clean. Boy, give me your worker stand. You want to destroy the pride of hide and seek in the Young family, which have supported for so many years. Even if you live for several thousand years and tell a lot, you will not be able to get rid of the fear of death. However, after being there for such a long period of time, I think this is not the worst outcome. Thank you for bringing us to this quiet and peaceful place. Your name is Yanka, right? Family is in good hands. Uncle, you have achieved success. What did the great elders say? Oh, it's okay. I succeeded. All kind to me. How much did you absorb? All. All? How did you cope with stress? I'm sorry that I destroyed the foundation of the Young family. I will make up for it in the future. No, this is the Young family for the patriarch. Succession ceremony at the stage of offering the Young family to heaven. We are waiting for you to arrive. Don't keep everyone waiting, then let's get to it. This is the Young family's offering to the heavens. The patriarch of the Young family has arrived. Everyone, even though I am the patriarch of the Young family, I don't understand these ketrels needed for this procedure. Today, the great uncle will do everything. Uncle, yes, the patriarch, how are you feeling? Horrible. We follow that someone else besides this was before both stir will become the patriarch of the family, but not easy. Yeah, you really aren't suited for this role. Young Kai. Thank you, for what? Without pretending to be stupid. And I both know that you are very generous. You have given shelter to many people, just to put pressure on the 8 great families, and force them to abdicate the throne. Others think you've been picking up the sack, but I know your goal was to create this situation. For this. Actually, there isn't. Tell me what you want as a thank you. You can take me, your man. Now you are the patriarch of the family. It's not very nice to say things like that in public. Man's honey, man, it still hasn't healed. But I will not be able to recover from this trauma in this life. Are you eating? I feel a surge of strength. Thank you, Brother Ian. No need, I'm starting the ceremony right now. Of course they came. Ceremony was nothing more than a cover, but a worthy ceremony of inheritance of. The secret was held by the great families last evening, and today we lured out the demon lord's forces. The ceremony of inheritance of great families. This is such a great event in the world. The Lord ordered the good one to convey congratulations to Dasha, and give a banal gift. Please be respectful. Receive. This is, lock them up. Finally decided to show up. This place will become your grave. Haha. You 2 old patriarchs are too overbearing. I didn't come here today to fight, not to fight. Let's talk. The tribe hasn't seen each other for a long time. Uncle, I hope you were okay. I underestimated you. I expected you to become my biggest enemy. My uncle thinks too highly of me. A hero always emerges during a crisis. Rather, I should thank Uncle for giving me the opportunity to fully demonstrate my abilities. We are all one family. No need to thank tribe. Today I really just want to talk to you. Since Uncle wants to make peace, how can I disagree? But before we talk, maybe Uncle could give me his head. My father and the great master, in general, were interested in this. It seems that Flamenco is determined to become my enemy. Tribe. Your decisions will impact the lives of countless individuals and families, and I hope you can think it all through. You must ask the members of the 8 great families, ask the residents of the central capitals. At least they would sit down and discuss it with you. All this is true. If this is so, then there is nothing more to say. Ratland. Those who do not deserve attention will be spared everything, because they will die someday. Honored master, the war broke out in an instant. The battle began at noon and continued until early morning the next day. There were countless deaths and injuries on both sides, but although the power of the 8 great families and the Yenkai suffered huge losses, the power and evil of the earth were almost destroyed after this battle. It will be impossible to restore such a huge army of demons. Die, demon, son. Let's go. Yes. Son. What is your goal? Why are we forcing the students of our land to die in this war? What does this mean to me? A fine. Cheese, demons, sea and people. The sacred lands only pawns. You never cared about the life of the sacred lands. It's funny that Ghost King others thought that under your leadership the sacred lands would eventually be destroyed by the 8 great families, undisputed ruler of this world, and naturally that's what they wanted to think. I never said such words to them. In that case, why did you order me to follow you? Because I need a woman. I'm a man. A man needs a woman. Didn't think that Serlo, the Lord of Demons, excites women. Only you. Delivered on being my woman, you can be sure that I won't do anything to you. I just need you to accompany me and witness what happens. A witness? Witness, you will understand soon. Son, your relationship with my nephew doesn't seem easy, due to some special circumstances. I am his woman. AAA, it's all in the past, forget about him from now on. Where is Serlo, the demon lord? I'm afraid, Serlo, the demon lord has left us. My pleasured. I'm afraid I even ran away. Damn it, how could Serlo, the demon lord, escape? Must be ready, a crushing blow, which will destroy these dogs from the central capital. Idiot. Killed. Haha. Victory is almost within our grasp. All somehow very strange. Follow me. Mind. Split into groups and help the wounded. Strength is almost non-existent. Great. Victory is ours. Great uncle. You know why Yenbai suddenly decided to launch this invasion of the central capital? What is its purpose? What do you mean? At first glance, it seems that this happened because the 8 great families surrounded the evil land some time ago. If it's not because the Yenbai is bored and wants to have some fun, that is, there must be something like this in the 8 great families. What he wants so much, be prepared to sacrifice so much. I know that if he wanted my family's secret legacy, he would not be in the torch from the north, but would be directly forged from the south. He wants something from the rest of the 7. No, I'm not entirely sure that he doesn't need anything. At least he could have just taken it and not started a war. I think about this too much. Yenbai really started all this just for the sake of one place, but it's nonsense. Time. Not in 8 great families such a miserable existence, dares to call himself by such a loud name. Time, nigga. Although you are a rare genius, you were blind. Instead of worrying about such small things, you should strive for greater things. This world, and everything you think and know is irrelevant. There are many things you don't know or don't understand. Yenbai, he knows something, but despite everything, I really have to thank you. If it weren't for your sudden rise, I'm afraid that today's war would not have resulted in so many casualties, and for destroying a sufficient number of these small drills I got a headache. Evil kings, come to me. Yes. Lord, yes. What's happened? You ignore my orders, Sir Lordaman. I just want to ask, why haven't we seen you since the battle started yesterday? Viscous things to the ground under if there are big losses in your absence, because I needed them to die. If they don't die, how can I achieve my goals? I understand, Sir Lordmanov, take care of yourself. We will no longer accompany you. Oh, pressure. Is this the end? None of you will be able to leave to fight for me. Oh. As you wish. Look carefully, nephew. This, young master, this must be some kind of sacrificial ritual. Visibly shaking. Sucker. Can Yenbai search for what is under the central capital? What's there? This is mentioned only in ancient records, reaching back to the 8 great ones. No one has ever confirmed that this actually exists. But they say that under the central capital there is a huge earth vein. It is because of the existence of this vein of 8 great families that the Ukrainians are here. If the Young family has records of this, other families should have records of it as well. However, they say that many generations of our ancestors searched for this vein, but after many years they found nothing. Could it be that it really exists? You just couldn't get her to understand all this time. Crush him. You are late. From the moment I showed up, there was nothing you could do. Kill them. hm. Are you using your charms on me? What? Did you get there? Get lost, you creature. Oh, so this is what your choice is. Valuable. I already told you that he is my only man, and they can't help you with his reprisal. I refuse. Still looks like the peak of martial arts. A cold and lonely place. And yet it is true. it doesn't matter that he wants to make an earthen vein. Not we can't let him get to her, otherwise, it's all over for us. Demonic kings, stand up to defend this place, old demon. Let's go, the land gives life and nothing. Come here, only childhood has come, the time has come for your master to remove the first word and seals, such great luck. We cannot delay, my dear student. Let's go. How long has it been already? Almost there. How deep did it live? Because of the world energy I can't feel it, but no, it can't. But let's get even deeper. .8 people here. And we won't get lost, just following these tracks. Fork. Yeah. To the left. Now turn right. To the left. The traces have disappeared. Lost. Not ha. Apparently, someone came in the guise of his own bundle. How did you get here? Suyen, I followed the keeper Menem here and the younger ones are building. As soon as I reached this place, I suddenly felt your aura and decided to follow it. Guardian Mena elder sister is also here. Something else is at home. The house is fine. Marie, the heavenly palace, still protects him. Why did old man Men suddenly decide to come here? He even took his older sister with him. Did notice. The world's energy suddenly began to have a deadly aftertaste. January Janka, what are you doing here? Open the master seal. Open the first seal. A huge amount of world energy is required. Therefore, the master must absorb all the surrounding energy in order to break the first seal. If old man Mang succeeds in the discovery, he will be able to maintain the cultivation of a second-ranked transcendental realm. In advance, Guardian of Men. You had time to meet Yen Baim or the patriarchs of the 8 families? No. But I have a way to find them. Strong pressure of the soul comes from this side. Botya is an old-timer. Yang Kai, I will stay here to protect Guardian Meng and little sister. Be an old woman. Yes. Old man, let's go. The tribe is nobody here. Fine. I was worried that no one would come to witness this moment, but it seems my fears were unfounded. The more people the better. Uncle, you spent all this time and effort, and they even sacrificed their lives to all the masters of the evil earth, just to reach this earth vein. Subcentral capital. This earth vein is located beneath the central capital. Even if you found it, there is no way you can absorb the energy contained here in a short time. Therefore, in the end, most of the energy will be taken away by the great families. Uncle couldn't have been so short-sighted as to do something so undrunk, could he? Even I don't have the ability to absorb this vein. And I go when I didn't intend to do it. It doesn't matter what your goal is. Just somewhere will become your god. Only you people cannot bury me. If I wanted, I could take your life at any time, but as I said when you came, I need someone to witness this event. Initially, the odds were stacked against my top candidates, but she didn't appreciate my kindness and instead missed such a good opportunity. Interests, uncle, are really very unpleasant. It doesn't matter, because soon I must leave this place to go to a higher world. A higher world, ignorant fools. Do you think that Shadiu is a Vershida and Marshal Dao? That's wrong. Shadiu is nothing. This kingdom is not even called the border of Shadiu. This is simply a call given to those who have reached this kingdom. This is known as the transcendent realm, the point at which a person transcends the mortal realm. How do you know, uncle? I thought you were a man of great ambition, but listening to you now, it seems that you too are just a pathetic fool. Did the person behind you tell you all this? My dear brother, you are the same as me. If it's ready, why don't we unite? No, thank you. I think it's better to belong to the young master. You are sure? Although my nephew has exceptional abilities, I'm afraid I'm limited to this place only, and if you go with one, I can show you a more powerful world corridor of emptiness, right? Compared to that place, this is nothing more than a backwater inhabited by barbarians. This corridor will lead us to power. World energy, tanks, and farts here. But on the other hand, everything is different. On the other side, world energy is much more widespread. Therefore, the cultivator is much more comfortable to feel the heavenly path and study the combat of that, what allows a person to reach much greater heights than in this place. My dear friend. If you agree, I am willing to let you come in with me and share resources with you. It seems that you have followed us not only in cultivating this body, but also in burning it. However, the memory you received is incomplete. In this place you can rule like a king, but there, in the best case scenario, you will be an unimportant deacon of the main sect or perhaps an elder of the Moshes. How do you know so much? Impossible. All the memories that remained in this body were ours, and you couldn't get them again. All right. Forgot to say that I originally came from that world. Original owner of this body is at least 2 generations younger than me. Waste, a fool who knows nothing. Shame, devilish transformation. Lyman, you have such impressive strength, even if you borrow the neck from some external source. But only with the 5th level of your neck you won't be able to overcome anything here. Is it true? I think you can beat me simply because you have more people. You were still too naive. Before I leave, I will let you experience the power of the transcendent realm. The 3rd Varango, stop him, this will be difficult. What? Yan boy, want to stand at the pinnacle of martial Tao, good, evil, pour in, anyone who dares to block my path will die, even if it was a distinguished master who trained you, a distinguished master, honored master. Ha, I don't have that. Yang Kai, quickly leave the obsto. I'm afraid that we elders will not be able to escape. Yang Bai, you attacked your elders and killed them. I have dishonored the heavenly pavilion today, and you, me, the great master, I will clear the name of the sect. Time man, you're going to die soon. How can a ghost clear someone's name, old demon? Oh, that's interesting. Haha, an empty tail trunk. Even if your body nature is similar to mine, you will never be able to defeat me. For you if you decide to join me, otherwise you will die, young master. Use this. Fine, not this. Sub-sealing of Diamol, uncle, you are too careless. Ever since we acquired Lord Diamol's body, it is obvious that Seb sealed the dynamol that was used to bind it, also fell into my hands. Well, now the young master is in no danger. Uncle, how much power can you use now? Because of you, the heavenly command is now in a very deplorable state. The great master almost died because of you. And my father was forced to endure years of suffering because of your betrayal. You must pay a high price, and it's time to pay off the debts. Do you think this banal sub-sealing of Diamol can hold me back? A spell that can manifest any artifact in a direct connection between power and its owner. Haven't you learned something so simple? Hey, work away, yet uncles. Now you can only show the power of a superior realm. First rank. Let's see how you try to escape. Shit. Now I have only one way to survive, to run away from here. Save, Ilman, did you manage to do it? Uncle, it's all over, you fool. If I am destined to die here today, all of you will accompany me. What? This is thematic energy. Stop him. He tries to blow up the steeds in his body. Here. Great. Have little time. Everyone follow the corridor of emptiness. More alive. Elders, old demon. Here. I dead. The last thing I remember was the old demon pushing me, and to die such a death. What a shame, since the defeat of the evil land, when the 4 great evil kings died, and the demon lord, Yen Bai, disappeared without a trace after 6 months. Over the past 6 months, the entire central capital has become Ruido 6. At the end of this great battle, a shocking explosion occurred deep underground, and the entire central capital collapsed several tens or hundreds of meters deep. And now, looking at this, the once great central capital seemed to have turned into a deep valley. Almost every building in the city collapsed, and the number of people wounded or killed simply did not disappear. Only Yenkai's arm, still guarded by the heavenly palace, remained completely untouched. In this battle, the old patriarchs of the 8 great families also disappeared, and to this day no one knew where they went, but everyone knew that they probably met a temporary end before. After disappearing as before. So are the current patriarchs of the Yang family. Yen Zhao, the second young lord of the Yen family, took on the role of the leader. Together with the other 7 young patriarchs, he began to restore the central capital. The only good thing about all this was that after the war the entire central capital became a paradise for cultivating religion, where the world energy was somewhat denser than average. For this reason, disciples from countless sects and families also flocked to the central capital to help in the restoration work and to develop myself. Good people below in the long dinner from the face of 1,000 years. Do not worry, young Lord Cade must be hiding somewhere, quietly watching as you all show up, and that's it. Is it true? Then why hasn't he shown up yet? It's been 6 months already. Sinshin, well, Bashi's already dead. If young Lord Kaide really died, everyone in this place would probably die too. Don't worry about him. Just take care of him and wait until he comes back, then you can give yourself and him as a welcome gift. No shame, young Lord Cade. Where are you, little brother? It's time to get up. Quickly, Elder Dahan will come today to meet his lords. So we have to help these little guys wash themselves. Yeah. You somehow remember how your ship crashed. It seems to me that you forgot where you came from, right? In that case, I'll ask Elder Hani. We should probably knock you out a place in our sect of the ancient cloud island. Okay, can you help me with the pollen? And yes, my name is Jun Miao. Remember your young brother? Is something wrong? No, nothing like that. You can tell me if something bothers you. I can say for sure that this is my young man, no more than 20 years old. Well, why does it seem to me that his life experience can be compared to a person who has lived for hundreds of years? Big sister, you and the flight student are all yours, right? You should live in the best place for your own development. So why are you here and forget all the opoblins? Isn't that weird? Yes, Lord Tostovoy, several elders wanted me to move to Shinfan Island, where the world energy is much richer. But I don't want to go there. Why not? People strive for great heights just like they strive for water and even for the sea. Maybe the older sister just doesn't want to part with these peacocks. No, this is not the case. I decided to stay here in the hope that one day I would be able to repay the debt of gratitude. I told you that I used to hold a rather low position in the sect. Not only was my status bad, but others often bullied me. One day I woke up and got ready to feed the peacocks. I found a dagger stuck in my door. This dagger itself had a single line of text written on it, and inside was a single old, wrinkled piece of parchment. The text said that I should convey the contents of the letter to the Lord and Elder of the island. Looking at the wrinkled parchment, I immediately fulfilled the letter's request. The Lord Toslova and elders found the art of transforming the broken moon of our sect, an art that was lost over 300 years ago. Because of this great merit, Lord Tostrov allowed me to take a large number of tablets and gold glitters, and even gave me the opportunity to cultivate in the Cloud Spirit Cave for more than a year. If it weren't for this letter, I would have remained the one who was constantly bullied by others. And I don't know who stuck this letter in my door, but I know that because of it my status and my whole life have changed dramatically, and for this I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart. So even though I have become an elite student, I don't want to lose this place. I want to stay here and wait until this man appears again. Well, you don't even know if it was a man or a woman, do you? What if he has an evil and dangerous personality and a deformed face, a man who brutally kills others like flies? Well, you've got it. Brother, I don't allow you to say anything bad about him. Everything will be fine. Don't be so angry. No matter what his personality is or what he looks like, he is the benefactor of my life. For me, he is the best person in the world. Then he will probably never appear before you again. Well, brother, what do you mean? You mean I'm not this man's equal? Come here. I'm not doing anything special. Ow, well deserved. Quickly, the older ones on the Heinsker will be here. Sister. Little bastard, everyone in the entire central capital is worried about you, leaving traces of your whereabouts, and you are actually hiding here. What? How can you so easily slander me so viciously? It seems like you will never change, madam. Just kill him, death will stop all troubles. I haven't been with a woman for a very long time. Don't try to make yourself angry because it won't do you any good. You won't dare to be so impudent with me while the lady is here. I'll get it. They all thought you were dead. Only I knew you were still alive. What's wrong with this little girl? Have the same complicated background. She was the one who saved me some time ago. You done anything yet? You think I'm some kind of beast? As central capital, everything is fine. Except that you are missing. Moreover, several people close to you have also disappeared. Many people wanted to find them to ask about your situation, but when they couldn't find any of them, they became worried that day. What happened under the central capital? What happened to Yanbai? He is dead. Amazing. Since Yanbai died and you survived, why haven't you returned to the central capital in the last 6 months, and you stayed here? What are you trying to avoid? Nothing like that. If I return to the central capital immediately, everything will be under my control, and then, do you want to disappear? For those who are in the central capital, you could say so. Since you found me today, I must return to the central capital and take a look at what is happening. But first, Shanahan, since you have already arrived, you can go out noticed. I'm retreating. No, who are you? Who are you? Oh my. She forbade you. Leave him alone, Your Excellency. I forgive your request. What brings you to the island of the ancient cloud? She came here looking for me. Looking for you? Don't be afraid, you are so old. Have never had any ill thoughts towards your ancient cloud island. Elder Han, what's going on here? Heavens! Can such a beautiful woman really exist in this world? Where is the Han Elder? I found her. This master will be happy to. Hello, madam, in his chamber as a guest. The master of the island is not worth it. Lost? The ancient Cloud Island sect master lost in one move. Senior. If anyone here dares to think anything bad about my woman again, you won't get off so easily. We have submitted. May I ask, for what reason did your excellency lick the island of the ancient cloud? After several serious injuries, I ended up on ancient Cloud Island by chance. Therefore, Elder Han can rest assured that I have no evil intentions, but I need to see look and point. One of you can help me send him a message. Eliakim, the eldest, the highest solitary of the sect. Exactly. He should have already returned to the supreme secluded sector not. A month after the end of the war, when you were not found, Lashun, other islands in the Endless Sea left the central capital. Your Excellency, please forgive my disrespect. Well, I don't even know your personality style. How can we force the Elder to meet with you? Moreover, the supreme secluded sect is the greatest power in the islands of the Endless Sea, since none of us can enter there freely. Then, just tell him that the Yankee wants to see him. Decides to come or not is his business. Are you still here? Already doing it? Your Excellency, may the Elder's regent return. Perhaps your Excellency would like to rest for a while in the main hall of the temple. This gives us the opportunity to perform our duties as masters. Good idea. Beyond the sphere of shuttles, I'm finished. If they want to take over this place, they will take it over. What a shame awaits me then. Leon, hey, Gofen, you are brave. Come in. This is just a small lesson. As for how you will be treated, it will all depend on the young lord's mood. For you to be in pain so that you can live until tomorrow's sunrise. Young master. It's really you, young master. This old man definitely guessed that you would have powerful defense methods. Heaven would never have allowed you to die at such a young age. Now that I've personally verified that you're okay, I can breathe a sigh of relief. Lord, ha ha ha. Very much for your work. I was lucky to survive the Mizhan. What's going on here? You are rude, a post-humpbacked hobbler. Do you know who this young lord is? This is the young lord, himself in the central capitals, the current patriarch, himself in January Sebia and Yen central capitals. Current patriarch, the leader of the superpower, who teamed up with Pain, then 20 practices, beyond the target, turned into a student of the Borshik, leads to the care of the Palvans. How noble were these Palvans that the young master was looking after? Do you understand? The weight of my crime. Seniors, I didn't know that a young master had such a high status. I thought he was just an ordinary fisherman. I thought you were such a dumbest. Seniors, please calm your children down. I will not slowly go and kill these Palvans. Old man Han, do you think you can get away with fucking birds? For this, I have deliberately hidden my name and status in order to live in peace for the past 6 months. Elder Dohan made no mistake. Very much, young master. Thank you very much. Since the young master has decided so, I will not deal with this matter any further. Goofing, come here. I know what not to give. Whatever evidence, whether senior or not, was not necessary. I will not complain. You think a few discreditable words can put an end to everything? What nonsense, Elder, poor. But such minor issues should not be paid attention to, since the young master says so, who is mine to be. Very much, young master, for your kindness. The Elder must understand why I called you today, right? Indeed, when I learned that the young master had arrived to the island of endless struggle, I had already guessed from your trust. The young master has a truly fair and honest character, and you, to the misfortune of all the great ones of the endless struggle, I deeply thank Boladov. Bastarian, the Elder was too polite. As I said, after we overcome all the difficulties, I will return everything naturally. I will keep my word. Then I must ask Boladov Master Yana to wait here for a minute. Before coming here, I sent my students to contact other great demons of the endless struggle. Find out, young master, what do you wish for? 2 days later. In the Afans, the sects of the Osura. Dongui, from the Temple of the Falling Flower. Azutsang, from the sectarian traditions. Diagrabs of the red cordation of the Island of Twins. Finally got the swords from the Ura and the Begonia were processed, but I left everything else untouched. If you want, you can examine them. Please. No need. We would go and start to dress up in the glory of Bastarian. Young master, all the great sects of our islands of endless struggle are indebted to your generosity. If you need any help in the future, please don't hesitate to let us No, and we will do our utmost to help you. If that time does come, I will not be polite. Great. Since our business is finished, I will leave. I have not been to the central capital since the end of the war, so I must not delay any longer. What? Isn't this the outer disciple? If the young master does not have a chance to visit the islands of the endless forest in the future, please be sure to come to my above secluded sect. Yes. Younger brother. Don't block the way. Give way. Young brother, what happened? How? Why are you, me and Deban? Someone quickly catch this girl and throw her into the cave of the flame. Stop. We treated each other like a younger brother and an older sister. No, there is no need to punish her older sister. Younger brother, the eldest? This is the eldest sister with whom I lived for the last 6 months. It will do. Yes, that's what you think. 6 months ago, during the war, I was seriously wounded and was drifting along the current, near the sea, but she saved me. I owe my life to my older sister. She saved not only the young master but also her. She is also the savior of all the great sects of the islands of endless struggle. Well, this little girl has been a great service to us all. Young miss, what is your name? June is. Crumpled. A nice name. Are you ready to come to my temple, the Falling Flower? If you nod, I can award you the title of Saint Falling Flower. Elite, Falling Flower. I heard a few years ago one of the saints of a falling flower fell and the position remained vacant until now. The Veshi of the Temple of the Falling Flower did everything in their power to seize this position, but no one could succeed. Hua, Dun Hong. She just wants to get her into her sect. Young miss, I am joining the Osuradasha sect. If you join, you will get many benefits. No, both he and the Mists must become part of the ancient sect of the Sitkovs. Why is this? Both he and Miss will be much better off in the Doshi sect of the Holy Clouds. And why is it that this talentless girl became the center of demand for so many first-class sects? Older, June Chok, a student of the ancient Cloud Battle Island, you trying to overpower her right before the Abda. Don't you think that's a bit inappropriate, huh? Does Lordo Island really think so? Weren't you going to throw this little girl into the cave of the fire? Because you don't seem to care about her life. Well, give it to me, and I will make sure that it develops properly. So as not to destroy her bright future. Lordo Island should be generous in this regard. No, it's not like that. While even in a Jutbiao will study and fight the island of the ancient cloud, and even when she will clean up, her ghost will belong to the island of the ancient cloud. One can take her away. We must allow this little girl to express her own thoughts. Little girl, don't be afraid. Tell us which sect you wanted to join. You can be sure that no matter who you choose, no one will touch you here. I have been looking for a new student for the last few years, but, unfortunately, there was no suitable candidate. Today I finally met him. So don't even think about taking her away from me. Senior, little girl, do you want to be my apprentice? But I study the island of the ancient cloud often. I want to accept her as an apprentice. Do you want to say something? I won't change that. The elder wants to accept her as a disciple with her blessing. How can I have any objections? At this moment, you are no longer studying at ancient Cloud Island. It will force and even, probably, follows the older one. And don't shame the master. Do it. Yes sir. Congratulations, big sister. I'll give you a little gift to mark the occasion. For this, since young Master Yang wants to give you a gift, you must give it to him. Otherwise, young Master Yang will feel awkward. From now on, take 1 drop a day, every day, until this is over, and make sure that the older one will take care of this for you. You won't use this. Take this as thanks for saving my life. Honeycomb with water. Young Basarjan can be confident. Since you have given this gift, my student, I can guarantee that no one but her will be able to use it. Take it, take it. It's faster. Why did everyone suddenly become so lively? Very good. Let's go. Elder, who is really my younger brother. In fact, he is the head of the 8th family of the central capital, but he did not go through the 3 family of the young family. 6 months ago, under his leadership, the central capital successfully resisted the invasion of the evil land and destroyed their negative forces. He is so cruel. By the way, you seem to share the same fate. What? A few years ago, it was he who put the dagger and the letter in your door, telling us about the location of the art, the transformation of the broken moon. Then 6 months before Zeta really saved him. Maybe it's karma. What? You knew, so it was him. Yang Kai, this is where we split up. You can return to the central capital, and I am the Demon Queen, which is one of the last remaining of the evil land. Naturally, I must return to the city of aromas. The evil of the earth no longer exists. Why worry about such small problems? Nobody will touch you there. Yes. In that case, I will not instruct. Fine. Not when I finish my business in the central capital, I will foretell you so that we can always resolve the problems between us. Madam, everything is really good. Of course. As long as he's okay, everything's fine. Well, the aura is in your heart maybe, or are you still suppressing it now? If you can't suppress this, then he clearly doesn't care about you. So why does he still bother you so much? You should just kill him and put an end to all this trouble. Your condition is not the best right now, White. Don't say that. My fate is pressing on me and the widows must end on me. They are passed on from generation to generation. Why did you come back? Since you came back on your own, then everything is simple, madam. You don't have to suppress yourself anymore. Just kill him. You seem very prejudiced towards me. Yes. I can't wait to peel your skin, drink your blood and eat your flesh. If it were you, would my lady have found herself in such a terrible situation? Even if I don't exist, eventually there will be other men who will enter her heart, such as the tragic fate. Oh, it crushes me. And the widow, you must leave quickly. Leave now, while there is still time. It's all your fault. Pay back with your life for the suffering of your mistress. Fast. Madam, you are rushing things. What just happened to my lady? I already killed her. Now it's your turn. I know the technique of purifying the mind. So your power is useless against me, and touch, you troll. I was too rude. I'm sorry. I only sealed your energy. You continued in agony with your creepy gaze. Is this some kind of fetish? Peace be upon you. Yes, city of aromas. Well, of course, in place. And something heavy. Why did you seal my powers in the first place? We could do it by air. White, madam, don't stand there with a crowd. Help and hurry up. My energy could burst out at any moment. Yes. Heavy. It is the lady's breasts that give her such weight. Bellow, what's wrong with you? No. Nothing. Looks so good. What was shaking? Yes. What the hell? Hey. Commanded by the rainy phoenix, the current condition of the price is not the best, and it's not me, or some kind of technology. Screams at her special body structure. So, pond water, measured in terms of medicine, will not have any positive effect. I have to ask. Bellow, right? Bellow, I have some questions for you. What? Sleeps naked with the door unlocked. Do you think a piece of fabric can cover everything? A really strange woman. Hey, Bellow, what are you doing here? Wait, your mistress told about me, and since you know her, you must know about the powerful curse that the body-eating widow harbors. I can't carry the lady's time for her, except you. If you have a heart, you must sacrifice yourself to help her. Do you want me to teach you another lesson? If I grant her wish, I will die now. I'm not a fool. May not be a fool, but my lady, yes, for your sake. She is ready to experience the negative reaction of her body and remove it. If you hadn't come back a day ago, she would have. The fact that she went so far for me, frankly, touches me deeply. Although her fate seems callous, but, truth be told, she is more passionate and caring than any other woman. If the lady hears your words, I am sure she will be very happy and accompany the chances of catching Che-Dim for many years. In all this time, it was not heard that she spoke about how to dissolve the feeling in her heart. Once her feelings reach this state, it can no longer be changed. If you want to save the lady's life, the only way to, in other words, the situation is like this: either she dies or I do. I hope you die. Exactly. The lady once said that if her feelings cannot be dispelled, the only solution to this problem may be her special body structure, which binds, releasing a deadly toxin into her emotional state. If you solved this problem, then even if you were a lady, well, you wouldn't be in danger. The lady only spoke about it, as she could develop a practical method. Hey, how is this short? I think I have a way. The body structure and forehead were inherited from our mother, and our mothers should have received it from their mothers, and so on. But one day she told me that her body composition was originally formed when her ancestor accidentally broke into the mother puka's den and was struck by her poison. Instead of dying quickly, this ancestor somehow survived and became the first owner of the body-eating widow, and in each generation there was always one daughter who inherited the body-eating widow. Since I was the first source of my mother's special body composition, perhaps this monster knows how to eliminate this deficiency. White, where did the mother spider go? She died in the final battle. Mother spider wasn't supposed to die. The Slazland suffered great losses, and 4 of the 6 wicked king's warriors died in the battle. Only my lady, the Shadow King, was able to survive, but the forces of the central capital never found the pipes on the body of the PUK. So I'm absolutely sure that she managed to escape or escaped. Good. If so, I must find her. Even more. I think I know where this place is. Wait for me, I'll go with you. Wait outside. It'll be much faster if I go alone. You don't have to get dressed. Sweet dreams. What did you just say? Dude. How can I sleep at this hour? This is an aura. An aura not inferior to a master of a transcendent realm, Mother Spider. Of course, she managed to escape from the central capital and return here. What a familiar smell. It's a Terramat. It must be a small child from a family in the central capital. No. Have great courage. Rasta came all this way. Why don't we talk, you? It seems that they want the central capital to win the war. You have managed to gain many advantages, yes. The taste and the stenavets of the master's flesh were simply magnificent. Your scent is also amazing. It makes me wonder what it tastes like. Do you want to eat me? I'm afraid you don't have the means to do so. You are sure, naturally. Since I decided to come here, it is obvious that I am confident in myself. If you want to rule this place as a queen, as long as you don't touch the central capital, I don't care, and I came to make a deal with you. Tell me how to eliminate the side effect of the body of an under-virgin widow, and in response I will tell you how to completely give human form. Do you really know the method to transform into human form? You ever heard of the beast transformation pond, the necessary component that you need in order to take on human form? A deep and mysterious place. Where is it? If you want to know where it is, first tell me how to clear up the poison reaction of the under-vaccinated widow. Well, how do I know if you're telling me the truth or not? Prod of beast transformation. Yes, I have never heard of such a place before. Just because you've never heard of it before doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You came here to ask me about this for that demon queen, right? What is her current status? We reached the stage of great achievement and now she needs to mate with you. Looks like you already know. Fine, I agree with your proposal. First tell me where I can find this beast transformation pond, and then I'll tell you how to solve the problem. You think I'm a 3-year-old? I don't trust you. Looks like I need to use another method to get you to talk. What is this artifact? Artifact of the mysterious class. Haha, you won't kill me. Obviously you want to know the method of eliminating the body's deficiency and crushing her widow. Indeed. That is exactly why we are talking right now. How about this? You send your soul into my sea of knowledge, and I will show you the secrets about the date of the beast's transformation, so that you know what I will not tell you. You afraid that I'll try to harm you? I didn't think you were so reckless. That if you were so confident in your powers, when will I send my divine feeling into your sea of knowledge? If you don't agree with this proposal, then I'll just have to act rudely. I will kill you. And then I will extract your souls from my mind and give me information. You don't have to worry so much. I agree with your proposal. Okay, I weaken the protection of my sea of knowledge. Mother Spider. Even think about creating any problems in my sea of knowledge. Although my realm is not as high as yours, my spiritual energy is much stronger than that of an ordinary Shinyu cultivator. Is this your sea of knowledge? This is the form you want to achieve. Exactly. Why are you interested, slut? Haha. Good. In war we will talk nonsense. Quickly and tell me the secret and sell the disorganization of the Isviria. Really? I don't want to talk to you about the Chippewa anymore. So it was a trap from the start. Your acting skills are quite good. You put on such a grand performance to lure my soul into the sea of knowledge. Even if you know it now, it's too late. How can your spiritual energy be so powerful? Tell me how to remove the poison, Shat Senlo, and I will let you go. Otherwise this place will become your grave. Dream on. Try to do that again after I swallow your soul. This. Hey, what? What is this? I don't have time for you. So tell me what I want to know and let me know it's not my fault that I ran through the wall. I'm counting to 3. If within 3 breaths you don't tell me what I want to know, you will die. Point 1. Point 3. Stand. Well, you have to promise me that after you get what you want, you'll let me go. I promise you. This is spiritual energy. I can see that it's unlikely that you won't use this light. If I find myself near you, this is my skill. Naturally, he can't hurt me. You're too naive, and I must hurry. SSSSSSSS of blood. Haha. You brought death upon yourself. Hm. Away. Oh my God, Diana. Oh my God, she has a very high temperature. The relapse has passed, but she is still in a coma. This is the core of the Pachika's monster and the essences of her blood. It is possible to process both the walk and the chemblo more quickly. Yes, I can't wait. White. Taxide, produced from the core, and the sense of this monster, very very strong. We need help with blood circulation. You are the most versed in this technology of all of us. Yes. I understood. I'll take care of it. Well, I did everything I could. The rest to you. I'll go and rest a bit. Our gratitude knows no bounds. Mr. January. 2 days later. Yes. Do you need something from me? How did you kill your mother by yourself? What method did you use to kill her and extract her monster core? How is your mistress? Everything is fine. She still has a special body type. And you are a widow. But even before that, the reaction is no longer a problem. Currently trying to break through this when she comes out of isolation and the power of the sharp increase. Glad to hear it. Then the problem between her and me was solved. You can't leave without a morsel. I am very upset. Why can't I leave? I have nothing else to do here. If you stay here, I'll show you something beautiful. What? Do you like it? Beautiful. How did you take off your clothes so quickly? Well, it's not what you think, madam. Just, don't you like women? Oh, you. The power is not that bad either. If there is anything wrong with experiencing treatment as a man, as a woman. Okay, I was told, I suppose, that in her current state she is not able to serve you. So she sent me here to replace her. Firstly, to take care of your needs, and secondly, thank you for everything you have done for her. The lady promised that when she came out of her hiding place, she will personally go into battle. However, if you want to play today, I'll keep you company. Lie down like this. Here's a gentle one. What the hell are you doing? I'm not in the mood. Little bastard, since when did Autoport become such a gentleman? I've always been him. Are you really leaving? Yes. Then go. When can I visit you? A little later. I'm afraid you won't be able to find me this time. The place I'm going to is not in this world. You going above the world? Do you know about him? I heard from Yanbai, but I don't know much. However, you still have my seal. Even if you go to the ends of the earth or even further, I can still find it for you. You can be sure of it. If you think so, then you can try it. Take care of yourself anyway. Madam, are you really going to let him go just like that? You took the initiative to seduce him with all your heart, but you couldn't even make him stay for a second. Obviously, he has a lot of important things on his mind right now. Love and feeling are simply locked in one place. Oh, look, something is stuck to your buttocks. It seems to me that we put this to you from clay.m, water. Central capital. Stop, matriarch. Matriarch, you don't need to personally do such hard work. You can simply run operations without Sestrona. What happens if you damage your delicate skin, working in dirty ruins under the scorching sun? Find out anyway. I get bored just sitting and signing documents. If I don't take the time to write, I always have some negative thoughts. Matriarch, still thinking about that little boy from the Young family. If he died so young, no one should really envy his talented grandma. He's not dead. Navid. 6 months have passed since then. Still no news about Yankai. If he had come out, rumors about it would have spread long ago. Just you and the young people living in his mansion during the War of Succession, still convinced that Yankai was alive. As something happened to this eagle, isn't he from the Young family? Really, Grandma, please support me. Are you going? It seems like your sense of smell is becoming more and more sensitive. Long time no see. I was thinking, I thought he was permanently dead. You haven't been here for more than 6 months. Where have you been all this time? I've seen you cry. You're a bastard. Young lord, you're finally back. You scare everyone to death. Fine. It seems that my mother's breasts have become even bigger since I left. Koziatsi has also grown up. Bistednik. Long time no see. How I missed you guys. Hey, come in. Stop standing there like a pillar. Hey, come over here. Stop bothering me. Well, no more Tidnik. Hey, I say, that's enough. Central capital, Ka-Iowa.9. Since you have returned safely, the position of Patriarch has been given to January 2nd. Brother, I have no desire to take this position. Titles suit you much better than they suit me. Of the War of Succession, what qualifications do I have for the position of Patriarch of the Yin family? The second brother is too modest. Your means and abilities are obvious to everyone. The war is for us. The investigation can prove nothing. And I will soon leave this place, so I will not be able to take the position. Be the triarch of the Young family. Where are you going? To a world higher than this? To a world higher than this? A world in which we live now, not the only world. In the central capital there is an earth vein. And at the heart of this vein was a portal leading to this higher world. Yang Bai's true goal was this portal. The 8 old patriarchs followed him there to stop him. And together with the old demon, guardian Meng, elder sister Su and elder sister Xia also pursued him. During the last battle, the guardian of Meng Su had to kill Yang Bai. But in an attempt to drag us all along, Yang Bai blew up all his demonic Sei. As a result, the vein and the portal became unstable and exploded. Before the portal collapsed, Guardian Man managed to safely escort his apprentice and elder sister, and safely reached the higher world. Unfortunately, I was a little late. And the power of emptiness sent me to the islands of the endless sea, they to this higher world. During the last 6 months I came to his senses on the islands of the endless sea. And what about the axis of the former patriarchs? They probably died. But you managed to survive. We thought that everyone who went down there died. Well, now we know that some of you managed to survive. This is really good news. Contentment. Great Master. Yang Kai, you said you would go to a higher world. Do you know anything about this place? Although I know a little about this place, there is someone here who knows. I am right. Shulin. If I'm not mistaken, you should be from this world, right? Just like Nina's wounders, old demon. What? Why are you all staring at me? I just want to know what this world is like. If you want me to describe it, I didn't think I could give you the full picture. Well, for example, in this place, separate the sects of the family into superclass, first class, second and third class, right? Then if we consider your central capital, the 8 great families are one force. By world standards you'd be a second-class force at best. Oh well, how about your water spirit temple? First class. The density of world energy in the central capital, currently barely liquid to the average concentration of Bairova energy in the world, while in places where large sects have stolen away, and Ramirova's energy is 10 times more than in this place. As for the sacred land where the superpowers are, the density of Bairova energy is much greater than here. Now you all know that what you call beyond Shia is called superior to the kingdom. But with regard to what is outside the transcendent realm, do you have any ideas? Please enlighten us, haha. Those who transcend the transcendent realm are known as retinues. Only Mastersoft, the Holy Kingdom, may be considered superior to the Bizzles. In addition, artifacts, precious treasures and saws, which are considered a mystery class here, have 2 additional levels that correspond to the superior and Holy Kingdom. Accordingly, the known as spiritual class is holy class. So much of everything. So there's plenty of handsomeness. After hearing all this, do you still want to go there? Of course. Ha ha ha. That's exactly how it should be, Pushity. You go have to limit yourself to this little place. The hairstyle that I wanted Shulin to tell you all about this world so that you would know the difference between these worlds. After I leave, you will not be able to relax, otherwise when I return one day, if your powers are too low, you won't be able to cross over to the other side. Just be careful. How tired? What a restless one. I have no more questions, so for some reason it follows rain. When do you plan to leave? Why is it important to you? Of course, it is important to me. Your slogan old Temet said that one day you can take me there. Why do you think I stuck here and even offered you her help? You don't really know how to get back, never mind. That's it. I was always surprised why it suddenly became so polite and friendly. It turns out that it is because of this. In any case, wherever you go, I will follow you, okay? It turns out I need a guide. When do we start? Not now. I still have things to do. At best it will be in 1 month. After Manuya disappeared, the heavenly palace that guarded the mansion has ceased to be active. But besides me and you, no one could enter it, only exit. I don't have enough strength to activate it heavenly palace. If only I could recycle this jade. Krecho, you dared to leave your shelter, and you are brave. I practice the secret art of true yang, and the truths of yang yuan inside my body, with relatives pouring satsu. High temperatures can affect me. But the warmth that these thoughts are descending upon the spirit of jade is simply too powerful. Have no other choice. This is, you energy comes from the rest in the young lord. Lord Yankoi just managed to return, and he has already brought upon great disaster. AAA, this young lord really decided the high Bidete truth spirit of jade? This is the spirit of jade? Chief Shibitsu, you probably don't know. Well, the thing is, so that's it. Young lord seems to want to absorb the power of the true spirit of jade to strengthen himself, but it seems he was in a hurry. Is there anything I can do to help him? Ordinary practitioners like us are unable to cope with this disaster. The heat inside is not something we can handle. If it weren't for this heavenly shield, which blocks most of this raging like a flame spiritual force, I'm afraid 6 months would turn into ashes in an instant. Come to which young lord is still able to resist, lies in the secret art which he cultivates. After spending so much time with the young lord came, you still haven't learned his personality. Since he has resigned himself to doing this, he is certainly confident enough in his ability to succeed. Let's just sit back and watch. Any event is part of his pre-prepared plan. Well, what if? If he really can't succeed, he'll just run away. Didn't you notice that she deliberately decided to process this true jade spirit inside the heavenly palace? He can't float. Well, then it'll be a little easier. But it's the temperature, huh? Of course, I'm bed, with Wiani AAA, this is such a plot of the young lord. Not without protection in 2 days. Train harder and don't worry about me, Shulin is with me, and she knows quite a lot. Well, okay, go ahead and engage in self-development, don't shirk. The young lord was able to absorb the power of the true spirit jade, but for some reason his strength did not increase even a little bit. Well, let's start with the fact that he had to break through at least 3 stages. Where should he put all the jade powers he absorbed? Forgot. We are talking about the young lord. It is just logical to think about everything connected with him, but this is not logical. Tian Dynasty to you. Haha, young miss, please wait a moment. We can do something to help brother. I just wanted to ask for directions. Do you know how to get to Sanluo Temple? Do you want to go to Sanluo Temple? Why, I'm looking for some coffee. I left something with her a while ago and I need it back. Who are you looking for? What did you leave with her? This is personal. I hope the young missus will understand my situation, personally. Hey, we're not going to. We must finish this matter as soon as possible. Controlling insects, somehow I found out. Well, of course I knew impossible. Judging by the way you got off, you are clearly a cultivator of the Han community. Insects are one of the main legacies of our faction. How could you know about them? What is your relationship with the Zemo? Do you know our older sister, your 100th sister? Ha ha. Coincidence. I don't think so. How do you know her? Since you are Atsumo's younger sister, I will return these insects to you. You could say that we have known each other for a long time. Take me to your older sister. I need to discuss something with her. Do you think that the elder sister really knows someone from the Han Empire? And judging by his words, he and his sister really do have a connection. P.S. Not looking for her to get revenge or anything, right? This is an aura. Hey, where did you run off to? What, you forgot about me? This aura comes from this place. But there is no one here. What are you doing here? We have already left the Senlo Temple, as you wanted. Are you really so merciless that you can ignore all our previous connections and friendship and kill every last one of us? Yes. Silly girl. You're still so hot-tempered. Before you ask who it is? You suddenly start interrogating and accusing me. You, iceberg, that you came all this way to cause me trouble. I missed you, so I came to visit. I think that I am some kind of naive little girl, who can easily be called a noodle and hanged up. Yenkai, you say you miss me. But you came with another woman. Oh, you true you. You can't do without a beauty at hand, what? And don't say that. I have nothing to do with anyone. It doesn't matter. If you stay with him long enough, sooner or later you will become his woman. If you want to preserve your innocence, the further away from him the safer it is. We haven't seen each other for a few years and the first thing you do was turn on me. When I offended you, stop pointing at me. And where am I wrong? A few years ago, when you touched and kissed me so much, you didn't hurt me. If there were an incident, I would have already disappeared because of you, and I always realized that you were such a bastard. It's a lie, it's all a lie, and it swings towards me. You don't believe me, big sister. This is a man. I know. No need to be nervous. He is not an enemy, although he is the biggest saucer. He is also my savior. An old distant friend has come to see you, but this is how you treat me. Stop calling her. Go ahead. Older sister. Don't worry. I'll explain everything later. Wait here a little. I need to inform my master about you first. Take care of your guests. Yes, after all. On the side of the guards, they are usually not allowed to enter this place. Well, read who you are. I decided to do it first and then explain. It seems I'm a big shot here. Please follow us. Oku, take the cry. Wow, you don't need it anymore. A small room made of stone. How cute. Little one, mine is 2 times smaller than this one. Out in this mountain, and most of them are the younger generation. There are already about 10 masters here who have come out for the target. Likely, the master is also for me. For those people. Away from this place is the only superpower of the Tenlon dynasties, the Senlo Temple, the students of which were supposedly from Winter. By all the rules, she and the other cultivators here should live in a sect, but instead they were here in this underground pit. Whole situation looks like a case of internal dispute. The master will allow you to stay here for a while, but you must leave as soon as possible. Given these heaps of provisions, we are uncomfortable accepting strangers. Okay, I wasn't planning on staying here long anyway. To free you. You don't matter. I don't care, but I care. Just relax. It won't take long. Done. It is an overflowing divine energy. It came from your sea of knowledge. What level are you now? 6th level of Shinyu. It seems like you've had a lot of adventures since we broke up. I was just lucky enough about this. Besides taking my property, I also wanted to ask you for help. I need to go to the forbidden area of your Senlo Temple. The abandoned land. Why are you silent? And where is this forbidden land, abandoned land? A barren area where even the pickleballs cannot survive. Wherever a person goes, he encounters life-threatening situations, and the mysterious energy was capable of dispersing anything or anyone. One knew how this place was formed or what secrets it hid. About this place was that everyone who dared to enter its depths died. What are you planning to do there? I have my reasons. You really hate a quiet and peaceful life. Rest assured, I just want you to take me there. And you don't have to accompany me into its depths. So you won't be in danger. The abandoned land has not been peaceful lately. Long ago, the masters of the Tianlin dynasties realized that incredible secrets were hidden in the abandoned land. So sometimes people took risks to find out all the hidden things. Some time ago, many forces united to explore the abandoned land. If you go there now, you don't have to worry about it. Since I decided to go there, I am not afraid of these people. Your voice is still so wild. Wait a bit. I need to consult with my master. If the master allows me to go out, I will take you where you want. If I can't get permission, I'll give you instructions and you'll go there yourself. For abandoned land is not that hard to find. Hey, do you think there's a Vaishir portal in that place? Don't ask unnecessary questions, just follow me. The master said that since you saved my life, you will be allowed to enter the forbidden land? But this is just this time. Let's go. Shinyu. 3rd Stage. Sinball, what are you doing here? The question of youth stress is really interesting. This place reaches the territory of my Senlo Temple. So why can't I be here? Exactly. Maybe I should just call you Zymo from now on. Zymo. You still don't know that the Lord of all you ordered your faction to be expelled from the Senlo Temple. If it weren't so, do you think that your half-brother, your master, would be able to protect you? Are you really that quick to escape? Ruthless. Why shouldn't I be? Since you now know that you are not a disciple of my Senlo Temple, you must know that you can no longer stay on our territory. Well, that doesn't mean there's no room for negotiation. That if you can convince your master, my father's subordinate, you will be able to return to Sanluo Temple. A dream best so stubborn and grab these cultivators and join the Hanko unification. Noroi, let's see what awaits those who dare to offend us. What? Grab us? Yankoi, don't look at me. I'm powerless here. Saa. High scorching water spheres. How bright. Aaa. What? My true Durgia is sealed? What the hell, comrade, let me go now. If you dare to hurt me, you have removed pity with death. I remember you. You, whore, when I leave my father, but I will definitely tell my father to grab you, and then I'll take care of you. My children, master, sect and temple of Sadlo, just wait. I'll make sure you suffer there. But if you don't free me now, you will die a terrible death. Is this guy crazy or something, huh? Do you want to kill me? Then let's see who dies first. Stop. No, Aaa, what have you been doing? Completely lost her mind. They insulted me, so I killed them. What's it like? Killing a few pieces of trash. You've already killed so many people. Don't tell me you're still not used to seeing people die. Killing this trash is not a problem. The problem is that we are on foreign territory. Well, here it is. Yes, it is really unpleasant. What's done is done. They are already dead and will not suddenly rise again, even if we want it. Little friend, how do you think I can use these words to suppress the wrath of Sanluo Temple? Aaa, probably not a master. I'm sorry, I didn't react in time. That's not your fault. They killed them. What is the elder going to do? What am I going to do? I intended to capture the two of you and then bring you to the sect master of the Sanluo Temple to face trial. So that our faction is not involved in your hopeless actions. Master, better to get sick. Your reaction is quite logical, but please listen. Not if you think it will be easy to capture us, senior. I will have to disappoint you. Interesting. Truly interesting. All the practitioners from the Great Han Dynasty as stunted as you, lone. Take them to the abandoned land, and then convince them that they will never come to my Sanluo Temple in the future. Since the little friend is acting so crazy, you must have impressive hidden in methods. I want to see you escape the Sanluo Temple chase. The Master of Distinction is good. He is also very grateful for killing those people, so he decided to let you go. Thankful. I doubt he let us go because he seems to have his own ideas about it. Consideration. Am I tracking another insect? Don't worry about it. What your master is doing really means that he didn't want to kill us. Probably did this so that he would have a pre-locus to calm the wrath of the sect master at Sanluo Temple. Why did you put it back? If I kill him, what will your master say to Sanluo Temple? If I'm right, this little bug can be used to determine my location. Is that so? Yes, these insects stay in pairs. On you, so those who have a male can easily find you. Now be in the hands of the Sanluo Temple sect master. You worried? If we have a sweetheart coming, I will take care of the top so that it never comes back. You're still as crazy as ever. Enough about this stuff. What's going on with Sanluo Temple? Tell me in detail. Temple is the only superpower in the Tenlang dynasty, but in the temple itself there are 5 different factions, and our faction of Emperor Insects is the smallest and weakest of these factions. Every 10 years, one person from each of the 5 major factions competes for the position of sect master, and the current sect master is the father of that bastard Xingbao. Meanwhile, Xingzun, the current sect master, is a competent leader and a strong master, but his thirst for power was too strong, so as the end of his term approached, he used some means to secure the support of the other 4 factions. However, my master was unwilling to compromise and insisted that we must follow the teachings of our ancestors. Although we temporarily left Sanluo Temple and did our best to distance ourselves from the sect's internal disputes, they still don't let us live in peace. Sin Bao often brings people to put pressure on us, trying to force us to compromise and submit to his father's authority, but until now the master stubbornly refused. It's no wonder that when I first came, you said those words to me. I didn't know it was you after all. Many years have passed since we separated. How was I supposed to know you were still alive? At the same time, above the lush jungle 50 kilometers from the Sanluo Temple. Leon, come out, master. I've been waiting for you. Leon. My son, Sin Bao, was killed in this place, right where your hideout is. What do I need to explain? I have nothing to do with this murder. This was done by 2 combat experts and the Han Alliance was called. I didn't expect them both to kill him so decisively. By the time I wanted to help, it was already too late. Where are they now? Have you caught them yet, or were you just waiting for me to arrive? They ran away, escaped, with you, master, Morshev forbade shed, and Ivani were able to escape. I just thought that the sect master himself should apologize for the death of his child, therefore I decided not to interfere in this important matter. Master should know what this is, right? Are we still tracking us? Partner Shitovo was planted on the man who killed the Sinbolo. If the sect master obtains it, it will be easy for him to track down the killer, yes, and him to me. I can give it to you, but I have some conditions. You are fresh. Wouldn't I set the conditions? Does he think that without this guy tracking us down to now, we won't be able to reach these two? It's splendid. While not in Estet, Lon, I will find them. What if I told you they went to a forgotten land? Will the sect master be as confident as before, in the abandoned land? Looney. Well, what are your conditions? Faction returns to the Saint-Lou Temple, and the 10-year tradition of electing a new master will remain the same. If sect master refuses, I will immediately destroy this insect. You. Okay, I swear to you. We are here. This is an abandoned land, not without SA. What was shaking with this place? I don't know where this place came from, but there is a legend that 200 years ago a strange phenomenon befell this land. It was he who caused what you see now. This area was not like this before. 200 years ago, although it was an inanimate land. At least there were flowers and trees and traces of human activity. As a result of energy, abandoned lands are huddled. A disaster could happen at any moment if you lose your vigilance for an extra moment. This place will become your grave. Let's go. Yenkai. Be careful and don't die. Yet will try. There are natural disasters everywhere here. What happened here? Follow me. Here is too chaotic. If we are not careful, we may die. This place is so dangerous. And there are no precious treasures in it. So why did that Zimaz girl say that many masters from the Tianlang dynasty still come here to seek opportunities? Because these Hattic energy flows actually depict deep martial skills, combat skills? Many years ago, in order to protect the secret of this place, someone used many high-class martial skills in this area, and then, using some special methods, we sealed the destructive power. Although time passed, the forms of these fighting skills dissipated, this energy became chaotic. But it still contains some of the knowledge of the masters of combat. If someone can shepherd the happiness of this knowledge and the silent energies, will allow you to put together some deep fighting skills. So. Do you think that after I have bred the master I will want to get something like this? It is impossible to maintain the destructive power of combat skills for such a long time. What master has such a skill? Impossible. Possible. Besides, you've already met this person. What? Whom? Who? You re just lying to me. How could someone who twisted to Unity and Han understand the secrets of this place, if the mutual, who has lived here all her life, could not understand them? 200 years ago, Meng Wuya came to this world through this corridor of emptiness. So how old is he? I am the leader of the Senlo Temple. Senzin. Why would the master of the strongest sect be here? No, he came in search of gods. I don't have much free time. My son was killed by 2 cultivators who twisted towards Unity and Han since you came here. Any of you seen a couple of foreigners? What? Here, and we have not seen any foreigners. Moreover, your son was on the 3rd bird shed. Since they dared to come to this place, they definitely have skills. It's just a matter of time before they're caught. You follow me. If they try to escape, you will help me. What a strong flow of world energy. It comes from the wind, abandoned from the earth. Yenkai. What's going on? Kidder of emptiness found. Now let's bring them the guardian of mana. Let's go. Yes, I'm finally going home. I suppose you are the master of the temple's son. Yes, since you know who I am, everything fits. You killed my son. Master is wrong, and I did not kill anyone. I killed him. Now answer for the completed revolt. It doesn't matter which of you did it. You both will have to pay for it. For the murder of my son, you must pay with your life. Only your blood and souls will be able to go and live the spirit of my son in heaven. And we discussed this, honestly, though, your son's behavior was disgusting. I had no desire to kill him, but my companion is quite hot-tempered. So when your son was grieving for her, she hit him once, just once. Rose's scoundrels. Just because he grieved for her a little, she had to take his life. If I hadn't killed him, it wouldn't have ended with a little insult. As for the character of your seed, you should know it better than anyone. You say, my son, he made the first mistake. Fine. Then I will give you a choice. Choose how to die. I just wanted to go through the Tenlan dynasty. And I didn't want to create any conflict with you, people of the Tenlon dynasties, and at the same time, and he didn't want to kill people unnecessarily, bastard. You're still at home, people shabu-basedvo, you don't have to worry about such things anymore, soon you will turn into a corpse and never kill anyone again, not if I can't find a craftsman who can repair artifacts, then I might not be able to use it, yet, stop staring at me, better concentrate on our task him, you all remember why we are here, right? Yes, sure. This is the Scarlet Blood Archive. I gathered that she already possessed a certain number of feelings. Not worth giving into. Yourself, according to the information I have collected, this Scarlet Bloodwing already has 7 leaves, which must be at least 1,000 years old. Young Aleti. If we succeed, what reward can we receive? 20 crystal stones for each point. 20. Wow, it's going to take him a long time. Hell lady, shut up you idiots, every month she appears for a while, to absorb some sunlight. And today is exactly that day. We will reach our goal soon. If everything falls through, you won't see Krestalov, young master of the sacred land of Lanya. The present time is wounded and needs this arch idea. You should also keep in mind the benefits, which our brave independent union will receive. If we can establish relations with the sacred land of Elaine. Don't worry, young lady here, stop, she hasn't shown herself fully yet. We're waiting now, this, young lady. She's leaving. Kraman the Archid is leaving. Where is this from? On the side, didn't you say that everything is clear for 50 kilometers, a month ago? By then we had already studied this area, and now we can say for sure that there can be no one here. We actually found no one within 50 kilometers of this place during our morning and night searches. This is the world energy. By myself, someone made a breakthrough. We have already promised the sacred land of Ilana that within 6 months we will deliver this arch idea. What are we going to do now? We can try again. What do you say? The Scarlet Bloody Arch idea is very scared and has already disappeared into the swamp. We'll be lucky if she shows up again in 6 months. How should we try again? Do you want to go down and look for her yourself? Right here. It was before Elodie. You follow me. I want to see who exactly ruined my plan. You a monster. I broke through only by stepping into this world. And I thought that you wouldn't be able to adapt to it, like those who are fighting among you. My congratulations, you break all stereotypes. Breakthrough after half an hour. As soon as I stepped onto this land, something inside me began to pound violently. If I had ignored that feeling, I would have been in trouble. So I had to do it right now. The 7th level of Shinairu, this is power. If I were in my home world, I could become one of the strongest, but here, I'm still too weak. You managed to find out where we are. Although this swamp has some distinctive features. On the Tongshan continent. I don't know exactly where we are, but we must at least be in human territory. Oh, that's right, I forgot to tell you. In the Tongshan kingdom, there is not only the human race, but also the demon race and the monster race. These 2 other races are very strong and are able to fight on equal terms with our human race. The region controlled by the human race is usually referred to as human territory. The region is occupied by the demon race, known as the Land of Demons, and the monster race has taken root in the monster region. There is also a neutral zone that lies at the intersection of these 3 main regions. There are also some other minor races scattered around. You can find out about them later. Think I really see? Divine. Exactly. I didn't care about demons in manga. Have you heard that name before? He is not a representative of the human race, but rather a powerful master from the demon race. You are really quite strange. You know, the name of the devil general is Mange. Although you have never left your world before, once visited an evil cave in the Ash-Grey Cloud territory. That's where I started fighting with him. He killed 2 peak cultivators with a sword, but I used one secret technique that restrains any evil and was able to defeat him. Was dying, he told me that it was only a clone of a soul from the higher world. Did you actually destroy his soul clone? Now listen to this. You must avoid him. He is one of the true masters of the demon race. You must not encounter him. Body has the cultivation of the holy realm. As for how he is holy, I am not sure, but many masters of human territory are afraid of him. If he wants to kill you, I will not be able to help you anymore. And who said that your help is needed? If not me, then who? You don't know anyone here. It looks like we'll have a chance to figure out where we are. Who are you? And why are you here? we are just travelers passing by. We accidentally wandered into this swamp and got lost. Could you tell us where we are now? Do you want to know where you are? Yes, because we really can't find a way out. And if you can, could you tell us? Of course, why not? Zicken, capture the two of them. Since we couldn't get the blood archdead Zulu, we'll take them. Yes, sir. Wait, why do you want to capture us? And what is bloody archdead Zulu? Treasures of the world spirit, that's right. Treasures of the world spirit Alu bloody arch idea, 7 leaves, what does this have to do with us? We haven't seen any treasure, these guys think I stole it, you haven't seen him? Ha ha. Okay. Then let me ask you these 2 questions. Point 1 of you just break through, yes, what is it? Amazing. Because of the showdown caused by your breakthrough, you scared Alu the bloody archdead and wasted all your dasha power, which you attached in the last message, so tell me, do you still think that this has nothing to do with you? Well, don't look at me. My apologies. We didn't know you were trying to seize the world spirit treasures. If only you knew. Your apologies are of no use to us. This bloody archdeus Alu was very useful to us. You add that this problem can be solved in just a few words. Then what do you want? Have nothing to counter this with, what? You want to fight your brave independent union on our own territory. Hey guys, get ready, you said. White independent union, apparently, you are chalk-headed students of the independent union, and this place is the Western Swamp Lake, right? Not bad. Seem to know something? Who are you? I am from the Dukovati Temple, swamps and ladies, and yet. It seems to me that the strength and reputation of the Dukovati Temple is far from the weakest. The Temple of the Spiritualists is not that far from this place, therefore, these 2 forces have certain friendly ties. Miss. So how do you say that you are a student of the Dukovati Temple? Could you show us some identification? This is a jade token from the Dukovati Temple, right? This jade token contains traces of Savoda and was made by a craftsman who develops the attribute of water, but I apologize. I have never seen this kind of jade token before, therefore, I cannot finally determine whether you are a left-wing student of the Dukovati Temple. Can you come into my bold design and be united? If you can confirm that you are indeed a student of the Dukovati Temple, we will no longer investigate what happened here today, but if you are not one, you must understand all the consequences. Ion Kai, what do you think? I don't mind, then it's decided. Exactly. You mentioned Allah of the bloody archdeus. Right? Why do you need her? The thing is, most likely we will now have to wait another 6 months to try to catch her again. Quite possible that she will leave this area of the swamp altogether. It will be quite difficult for her to return to these areas again, young master of the sacred earth. The fly was Len Ranin, young miss knows young master. It seems you really are a student of the Dukovati Temple, and naturally, our temple, the spiritualists and the priests from the land of Lanya are close friends. If a drunk needs this arch idea, perhaps I can help you. Really? Are you sure you're God? Well, yes, you said that Allah the bloody archdeus was nervous in the depths of the swamp, right? Take me here, where she disappeared to. Your offers are quite generous. Well, the swamp is very dirty and more than 1,000 meters deep. Even if you were a water repulsion cultivator, it is impossible to find this archetype in such an environment. I know that everyone in the spiritualist temple uses the secret art of water reclamation and combat skills, but don't let yourself be influenced by me. I know not only the techniques of water withdrawal, and that's what I mean in white. Follow me. We are here, guys. Stay here and don't make too much noise. I'll come down here and look for her. What? She just jumped in there. Later. It's already half an hour. Please. So cold. Something warm. Fire. Make a fire. I finally found where she was hiding. Although I couldn't get her back. Did you find her? Yes, but I can't get it on my own. It's hiding under a piece of star-shaped flame. The stars dried up in the flames of the night. Artifact of processing of the spiritual class by Zachiv Orang. It has a very low natural temperature and is in great demand among many craftsmen. When the sun rises in the north, their kingdom is very beautiful. Even some saints use it in processing their artifacts, although, I know that in places where world spiritual treasures are born, there are usually some precious materials. I didn't expect it to be like this. the summer formed at the bottom is very thick. I can't break it, I will help. Go? I learned the secret arts from Reboot Fagna. Perfect for melting the years. No, you have too little strength. I'm up to 8 birds cheap. I already have an assistant. Yankoi, let's go. You saying I'm not good enough, that you want to take this kid 7 bird cheap instead, since I said he can help, naturally he can do it. Or you don't need it, and this is an Aloekravogo arch idea. Right now I'll run for you for free. No need to quarrel. Do what you think is right, AAA, there's not much space here, but if we go down lower, it will become more free. Cold. How warm. It was not for nothing that I decided to take you. This ice is a couple dozen meters thick. Can you break it quietly? I'll try it out. Well, let's go, young lady. Don't you think those two will take this opportunity to escape? Not that dishonest, are they? Then why did it bother me to take your Nusha with me, even though I was so weak? Obviously, she wanted to create your opportunities for them, take the treasures and then escape, and here is the bottom. These are the grains of the star described in the grandfather's flame, collecting star sand. I'll go deal with the Archid. Fine, I've only just entered this world, but there are already so many rare opportunities. A good sign. Had passed, but the two had not yet come out, and they must have run away, and you better not catch my eye, or I'll tell you that I'll tear their corpses to pieces. Don't jump to such conclusions. The girl really must be a student of the spiritualist temple, and she is definitely not the last person there. What makes you say that, young lady? Her cultivation at Shinyapik, besides the disciples, who are reduced to the status of the most powerful sect, such as the Temple of the Spiritualists. Who else could have such great power at such a young age? Yala Kravova in Arkide, famous sand of the frozen flame, rare treasures. It's hard to guarantee that they won't steal them, even with such a leveled personality. You were supposed to have a special container for the Archdeus, right? Yes. Just some joy in the house. Oh, we finally did it, thank you. And somehow there are still stars in the sand of grandfather's field. Zikin. Haha, I'm just asking. Don't bother me. In Gibbet, where it became curious. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't need to, regardless of whether you received military leaders from yours first through. Find out we actually managed to get it. My brave, independent union, is grateful to Miss for her help. According to the rules of the union, each of us can get 20 crystal gems as a reward for completing this mission. While as the captain of this team, I can get 50. You would accept 80% of this as a sign of our blockade. Miss, give it to him. I don't need crystal stones. Find out also, if you want to sell us this sand, two can guarantee you both a reasonable price. We do not plan to sell an artifact of such high value. Rank of the spiritual class. More beneficial to keep it for yourself. This Besta is only 3 days away from headquarters. Artira of our brave independent union. In a bold independent city. Could you please walk with us so that we can entertain you? Find, we were just looking for a place to relax. What do you say? Haha, why? Not great. Choi Lin appears to be a high-ranking member temple of the spiritualists. So why does it feel like she should command this guy? By the way, how should I address my sister? You can call me and him today. A bold independent city, our brave independent union is a little different from others' forces. The fact that it has temporary teams that respond for the search, collection, and transportation of materials and finished goods products. As the bold independent union is mainly concerned with resources for cultivation, our headquarters of the army is always very lively. Many people come here to buy various materials for alchemy or processing of artifacts. In this area, with the exception of the headquarters of the trading company union of the trading city, our brave independent the city has the widest selection of goods. Of course, the trade union has relations with all 3 main races. So it's not something we can compare to all 3 main races. Yes. The trade union of the trading city is located on neutral ground. Territories, which allows them to conduct their activities without hindrance. Affairs with the demon race, the monster race and the human races. Didn't you know, I rarely go out and walk, so I miss it a little knowledge about the world. If you two don't mind, maybe you could stay at ours. Team, while you're in town. We bought our own house within the city limits, and Ulfhof's not great. It's certainly better than stopping hotel. It would be great if I took a bath that night. Thank you for your hospitality, Ezekin. We'll show you the way. Yes, trust me on this. Please come in. We must make a report to the union and hand over to the Archdeus when we finish. We'll join you for a quick one. Yeah, please follow me. The scum is here. What happened? Why are you so happy? Our mission has been successfully completed. Scum. I've already delivered the crystals to your room. Be careful not to lose it, yet in our city where such an enviable person may encounter an ambush, yet these crystal stones contain very pure world energy that can be easily absorbed and recycled with true cyclists. What's happened? Nothing. I just can't sleep, so I decided to come and talk to you. I noticed you were gone for a while today. Earlier. You managed to contact your family, did you notice? Yes, I contacted my family. My temple Dukovati is present in the bold independent city. So I went there and told them where was and what happened to me over the past 2 years. About half a month, the main sect will come someone to pick me up and take me back. Who are you in the temple of spiritualists? From what I know, your status shouldn't be low. Haha, I am the daughter of the current master of the spiritualist temple sect, and what if I'm a little princess? Haven't I been bullied too much? In your mansion, you called me as and when you wanted. Are you planning to take revenge? I'm not that bored. However, I have a request that I hope will be answered. You will listen. Can you join my spiritualist temple? Why do you want me to join? Because I've seen what you're capable of, and I believe that with your skills and abilities, your future achievements in the Tongshan kingdom will be great, and I hope that you can join my Dukovati temple. If you agree, I can promise you better conditions for cultivating and resources so that you can quickly increase your strength. You also want to find your friends, right? With the help of my Dukovati temple, this will be much easier to do. Your offer is truly quite generous, but thank you for valuing me so much. But you have been wishing for so long, worked next to me in the central capital, so you must understand my personality. Of course, and I understand and can promise you that we will not limit you in any way. If you agree to join the Dukkhavota temple, you can do whatever you want. Joining the Dukkhavota temple is in itself the biggest restriction. Of course, forget about it, I won't force you, but if you ever want to come to the Dukkhavota temple, just tell me. This place. Let's go. You'll understand everything soon. Without the heavenly poison feast, I won't be able to repair this artifact. In addition, the Sibuti is not Achadiakov, a fighter of the White Independent Union, therefore, standing in the Bastiff automatically increases to 20%. You don't have the right materials and you don't offer enough money, but you still dared to ask me for a favor. Leave. When you get the necessary materials, collect enough money, then you can come to me. Otherwise, you can ask for some other artifact handler. The cost of his services will not be as high as mine. Great master, that's it. Enyer, come in. How did the artifact break once? It seems like you had a tough battle. Stupid girl, why do you see yourself as so hopeless? I'm simply speechless. I just didn't notice. Stop treating me like a child. These are materials and a reward for repairs. No reward is needed. I am also a student of the Union. How can I break the rules so rudely, since I said it wasn't necessary? It isn't necessary. Or what? Are you looking down on this, old master? Come back in 3 days, this time I'll improve it to the point where you won't be able to damage it anymore. Thank you. The Grand Master repair artifacts. I have studied artifact processing for several decades, and naturally I can repair artifacts. Are you a new member? Team Yuan Xiaowan, the Grand Master is my friend. He is not a member of my team. That friend seems a little unfriendly and uneducated. Even after entering the Union's Zalordafaktov, he is still interested in what we are doing here. He recently arrived here from a remote region, so he is not yet fully adapted to the surrounding environment. These are the hallmarks of our brave independent Union. There are many experienced artifact handlers here, but the Great Master is a small one. It doesn't matter that it's a salvage item, if you bring it to him, he can fix it. Have an artifact that needs repairing? What bastard improved this artifact? Neither competent, nor too incompetent. Although the materials used in this artifact are not very expensive, the final product shouldn't be such a low-quality artifact anyway. Yes, at 14 I could have done better. Has very strict standards for processing artifacts. In my home world, this artifact was already a rare and precious treasure, but here the Great Master Ma practically dismissed him as trash. The technique used to create this is considered very young. Processor who perfected this artifact must be executed, and today she said that you came from some distant place, and, of course, only in the textile areas do they use such niche methods for processing artifacts. Some of the methods used to process this artifact were abandoned over 1,000 years ago. Can the Great Master repair this artifact? If you have the right materials, I can fix it.do you have any of these? This work, star sand of cast. Flame of higher rank up to hold class, quickly take it away, I have goosebumps from Mahalat, please forgive me for this. Veracity is pure and his control is pretty good, although his method is a bit boring. He definitely has enough skill, using the ice flame star sand on this Hostido community. Then the action for you wanna do this. If it can be repaired, then everything is fine. Since you insist, I will accept your request, but if you want to completely repair this artifact, the ice flame star sand alone is not enough. You will need some different additional materials. You need black fog iron, or jade of the devil cicada. If you find the first one, I can help you transform this bone shield into a mid-level mysterious class artifact. If the second one, I can help promote him to the mysterious high rank class. Or even a spiritual class. It all depends on what you can afford. Black misty iron, jade of the devilish cicada. One of them is a material of the mysterious class, and the other is of the spiritual class. Where can I find them? This is your problem, but if you have enough crystal stones, you can buy anything in a boldly independent city. Black fog iron and jade of the devil cicada are not very expensive, therefore, local stores should have them in stock. So how many crystal stones would one of these two materials cost? With your finances, you probably can't afford them. Don't look at me. I don't have any crystal stones. Not very good. I have a piece of cicada. In any case, I don't really need it, so I'll give it to you. Then let's consider that I borrowed it. Not worth it. What value does this boy from some distant country have, which is worth 200? You are not a student of my boldly independent union. So, in all honesty, the repair cost of this artifact should be 20% higher. Well, for the girls, Yun, I will only demand 100 pieces of crystal stone. You have that much, right? Yes, I can afford it. Fine. Come back in 10 days and I will give you your Novartifact. I predict that you will be disappointed when you dress him. How many crystal stones is this jade, heavenly cicada, worth? 7,000. 7,000? I will definitely pay. I told you there was no need for that. You, fine. Do as you wish. Let's go back. There is one more thing I would like to buy first. And what? Just tell me and I'll take you to the right store. Some spiritual herbs. 4. Are you really an alchemist? I am interested in alchemy. So I decided to try my hand at her. Not really. Follow me. I'll take you to the medicine shop. What herb do you want? Is her rank really that much better? The worse the better? As I understand, you are a newbie in alchemy. It's a bit crowded today. Oh, sister, Yun, I want to buy something too. I'll help you with your search, and also to become sisters. Can I borrow some crystals from you? I'll be in your debt. Daihan, Yankoi. Go ahead. Okay. Mradek, are you here for medicinal herbs? Our shop is famous for the best materials around. Take a look. I'm telling you, you'll like it. They don't look special. Put it that way, Lord. Take a closer look. It's a sacred herb. I extracted it from the light Tian Ran, which I used as a cultivating water material. Svetogo. There, sell it to me for 500 crystals. 600. Well, there are thousands of them here. 1,300. Yes, 1,300. Yes. That's to say, 1,500 in a car. And if you have so much, how did you manage to use the name of a saint to increase demand for your product? Well, I didn't want to defame the saint's name. Besides, this is quite reliable information. Then you must have something else cool, hidden away, or I'm wrong. You just found this herb in the middle of the forest, right? Well, this, Spooner, we're leaving, here. I tried to collect materials that will help you in your development. Wow, thank you. So what happens? This is a regular Sormek. Stop fooling around. Follow me. This is a color. And what kind of person exactly were we talking about? You really don't know about the elder Tianjane. What backwater are you from? Saint Tianjane was a master chemist. His skills are recognized by the 3 major races. In addition, he possesses divine flame, which is a rare thing in this world. Well, due to the fact that Mr. Pity is a rather open person, he likes to say everything straight to your face. Don't stand on ceremony. It doesn't matter if you're a human or a demon. If you're worthless, then you're either a scumbag or a monster. Precisely why few people can get through it to sag 3 times. He is a legendary figure in this world. They say that it is already several thousand years old. This is what he is like. The most powerful alchemist. No one has seen him for 100 years. That's when he left for The withdrawal, some say that he renounced this world and began to shed the greatest secrets of alchemistry. Someone is on the verge of death, that's why they are hiding. However, one thing we know for sure is that he has not yet chosen his successor. I fear his unparalleled skills and legendary knowledge will follow him. Dear T. Shulkimic, room. The first pancake is always lumpy. The pellet is of low quality. If I can better control the extraction of essence from medicinal herbs and completely purify them from impurities. In addition, it is worth thinking about controlling the supply of fire to the boiler. If I can take all this into account, the pill will turn out much better. It seems that having theoretical skills from my homeworld is not enough. Practice is needed. 15 days later, and here you are. How did you know I came? I heard. What is that smell, brother? How is it? Well, did you manage to create some of his middle pellets? Well, show me in Zicken. If you really want to study alchemy, I can take you to one of the union masters. If you have someone who can train you, your chances of becoming a qualified alchemist there will be much higher than if you just experimented properly. Thanks, but that's not necessary. I just wanted to try. Yenkai, people from the temple have come. They will take me away. Oh, congratulations. I wanted to tell you in person before I set off. Okay, I'll walk you out, and you look like a cart. It's luxury, young lady. No matter what, I still have to thank you. Here, take a pendant of blue water from the jade. If you need help, bring it with you to the temple of the water spirit and find me. In addition, I will do my best to find the location of your friends. If I get any news about them, I will find a way to let you know. Just a regular guy. And why is this young lady giving him so much attention? Even gave him a jade pendant of blue water. Thank you for everything. Well, see you then. Personal carriage is truly impressive. Only a force like this can afford to send it as a carrier. Masters of the transcending realm. Okay, I'll take you to the fact bin to get your bone shield. The great master should have already processed it. Okay. Let's go. Mysterious class of the highest rank. Unfortunately, it cannot be upgraded directly to the spiritual class. Classcostin is now considered to be much higher than before, but for now this should be enough. At the same time, any blue boy outside the transcendent realm will not be able to break through your defense, and even if you have to face a superior realm, you will be able to put up some resistance. Very much, great master. For this, it's just business. This time I helped you because of the girl Uni, but next time you need my help, you won't get off so easy. Then we went. Uni girl, take care of yourself. There is no need to act so rashly. I know. Thank you for your concern, great master. Brother Sky, yes, and look, Kostia, but he is looking. It is interesting what the great master did with him. Wow, Weiss came out. You have a wonderful artifact. Hey, Yenkai, I'm afraid we won't be able to continue accompanying you. The Union has assigned us another mission, so we will have to leave here soon. Not if you want, you can stay in our house, but I can't say for sure when we will return. I would like to accompany you. Do you want to come with us? Do you want to join our brave independent union? I am indebted to you for this piece of jade. If I accompany you and some opportunity arises, I will be able to repay you. Don't worry, I won't ask for a reward for the mission. Not if you let me go with you, you might be pleasantly surprised. Surprised? Okay, since you want to return the favor in this way, I will not refuse you, but you must remember that during this mission you must faithfully follow my instructions. If any of my team members were to take action against you in a life-threatening situation, I will make you pay the price, and he is today. Have you finally come, Yellow? Why are you here? Weren't you on another mission? I heard that you would come along. So I decided to offer my help. What is the current situation? Team has been here for over 10 days now and has followed everything that concerns these 100 of the Virii. They came to the conclusion that they were not really that strong. That's why we were waiting for your team to arrive. Okay, lead the way. Damn, that bastard again. Guys, did something happen to you? No, just can't stand his presence. Of his little mouth, and his attitude is terrible. Every day he thinks only about women. Many of those involved with the Union have already suffered from it, and 6 months ago he started hitting on our team captain. Don't judge him by his unprepossessing appearance. It's just a facade. He's just a creepy guy who has used helping as an excuse many times. To try to get closer to the captain. Of course, the captain never paid any attention to him, but even so a team Yun, that's it, and is here, Uncle Judge. I kept you waiting. I just arrived. You okay, little Yun? I'm fine now. In advance for your help. Uncle Sud, glad to hear it. By the way, if you have time, you should go to your father. Uncle Judge, okay, I won't say anything else. Well, from the 6-year-old one, I hope you've been okay since we last saw each other. If you had come earlier, it would have been better. We can do it for several days already. If it weren't for the Union's orders, I would have insisted that my team complete this mission on their own and get all the credit. Well, the 6-year-old must be joking. Since the Union issued such an order, they must have a good reason. Okay, that's enough of you two girls are. Both students of the Union knew always quarrel when you meet. Have such a deep feud that you can't resolve it the hard way. Yun, girl, why is there another person on your team today? Is he a new student of the Union? It's not bad to have such strength at such a young age. He is not a student of the Union. Yun, Xian, bringing outsiders on our missions is against the rules of the Union. He wants to join the Union, so I invited him to evaluate his work on the battlefield. Very good, then I will also test his potential during this mission. However, if he passes, which team will he join? Your team is already full. Yun, Xian, can he join my team now? It may not even meet the Union's requirements. Let's focus on completing our task first. Well done, brother, work hard. I believe that Yun, Xian, was not mistaken in you. Do not disgrace her, just a blue baby's in you. Your team arrived here earlier and was responsible for investigating the situation. Give us a brief explanation. The situation here is similar to the information obtained from the testimony of survivors in the Union. Beasts that suddenly appeared here are metal-eating beasts that mainly consume ores and minerals. Mine, our brave stinking dependent Union, was essentially taken over by the name. And they built nests inside. In total, most of whom are of the 6th rank, and the minority of the 5th. So far, no signs of the 7th rank have been found. Beasts devouring metal, what luck! If we can capture all these beasts, it will be a huge incentive for our Union's fortification processor. If we breed these monsters correctly, we will no longer have to worry about smelting ore. This will be a huge merit for us. The strength of your 3 teams is not weak. Therefore, you will not have a problem dealing with the monsters of the 6th rank if you do not allow them to besiege you, okay? Our goal is to catch these monsters alive, not to kill them. If any of them die, it will be a great loss for the Union. Do you understand? Each of you must understand this, and today, Zilo, Zinui, each of you will dedicate half of your team to help me set up a barrier to prevent these metal-eating beasts from escaping. It's already dark. So as soon as the barrier is ready, everyone will be able to rest before we take the measure tomorrow. Brothers, what kind of monstrous beasts are these metal-eating beasts? Why did everyone suddenly get excited when they heard their name? You've never heard of them, And how many holes did this one have? These monsters do not eat plants or meat, only minerals. As a result, their physiques become completely special, and after consuming enough of the rod, they automatically process it in their bodies, and then they produce a completely purified product. You mean they shit metal? Straight sense. But this shit has a lot of useful for us. Comparison with the genera processed by ordinary artifact processors in the shit of animals is much less impurities. As a result, they can be used to craft stronger and better artifacts. You should understand why we are so interested in capturing them rather than killing them, right? Yes. Do you want to bring them back into the Union and use them to recycle your unprocessed Ruth metals? Exactly. With these beasts the Union can save a lot of manpower, allowing the artifact handler to do other, more important tasks. 40 or 50 wasps is quite a large number. The more our team catches, the better our rewards will be. Maybe this time, if we can capture them all, we can all become captains, and interact with the Yunxian on equal terms. Haha. What do you mean by that? Don't think it's appropriate for me to discuss the captain. If you want to know, you should ask her yourself. But I can't guarantee that she will tell you. The captains are back. The barrier has been successfully installed. We are moving forward before the dawn, and you sat here all this time. Everything is fine. I developed my spiritual strength. We are about to start. Be careful and follow the instructions. Don't make mistakes. If something happens to you, I don't know how I can explain it, sister with Isha, okay? Yesterday I said you wanted to join the union, but that was just a way to smooth things over. Whether you want to join or not after we finish is up to you. By the way, how old are you? 20. Learn a language at 20 years old, haha. Time really does fly, you were still so young. You definitely can't die. If you die, everything will end. Once the entire group is inside, I will activate the barrier again. He won't let the monsters out of the cave, so go in without any fuss. Yes. Forward, and he is all of them. Yes, Uncle, I have you as the most people on the team, and you can handle it on your own. Has the least number of members, so I will follow them, and if you come across any unforeseen circumstances, please let me know and I will quickly come to your aid. Cool. To the rest. Follow me, eat. And he is all of them. Be careful. Haha. Stop wasting your energy. The elder essentially left the barrier at this point. Will there be any problems, eh? If he doesn't open the barrier, even the metal-eating beasts won't be able to escape. Ain't this mean that we won't be able to get out either? Are you worried about our exit? Team had already been exploring this place for more than 10 days, and Uncle's son also personally checked the situation here. Naturally, they decided that there was no danger here, so they decided to install this barrier. But don't worry, if we really came to him with a problem that we couldn't solve, Uncle's son would quickly help. Be careful, we are good, but if you want to be a real man, you have to be bolder. Or will you never achieve anything significant? Follow me and do nothing until I give the order. Just one. Come on. Show yourself, monster. Let's see who'll publish more. It was a bit too simple, don't you think? If we had encountered 100 of them, things would have been tough. Never daring to give in to not being an opponent. His armor is thick and difficult to penetrate, while the energy attacks he fires from his horns are impossible to ignore. Usually the cults in Ad or Senju will not be difficult prey for this monster, okay? Let's move on. Let's leave this guy here for now. We'll find a way to send him back to the brave independent city when this is all over. Zikin, rather. I used the ring of the beast's underbelly. Oh my god, we already used the last two. What? It would be dangerous if we retreat now. Well, come on. Come on, what a boy. Use the ceiling rope beast while it is still weak. Brother, Jan, are you having fun? This is a simple mission. Once you actually join the alliance, I will show you what a real fight is like. Jan, Kai, he's holding up well. Attention, our traps have been exhausted. So now, when we encounter the beast, everyone must exercise extra caution and prioritize their own protection. Forward. Why do we only encounter cubs? Where are the adults? It seems to me that all the adult animals are in the part where Uncle's groups are. We don't need to worry about them. Just deal with what we have. What a tough skin it taken. More empty, great. And he, give me miss. Brother, Daihun, Yen, Kai, this is an adult rash, and he, give me miss. You're okay, Zikin, there's an attack on you, try to hit your legs. Yen, Kai, you have a strong defense. It would be great if you block the attacks of the beast. The rest of you cover the daikon. Attack, great job, Madam Yun. There is something I don't quite understand. These animals came here to eat. Right. Bratzi said that after they consumed enough minerals, they would process the rot in their bodies, and then they will produce purified metals. This group of animals has been here for 2 or 3 months, but even after you've come such a long way, why haven't we seen their droppings? Maybe they have specific places where they do their business. For example, the toilet. Then, if we find this place, can't we collect a large amount of processed metals? Getting such a large number of metal-eating beasts this time was a great achievement. If we could find this fan warehouse, the rewards we would receive would be incredibly generous. Then our secondary goal will be to find this place. These mines are so spacious. I wonder who dug them and how. And there's something wrong with him here today. What do you mean? This is an insanely powerful aura. The eye and the cancer. A person with the power of a combat expert of a superior realm is hiding somewhere nearby, and no one has discovered you yet. Sunning checked the situation in the mine before, but even he doesn't know that there is another master of his level here. This can only mean that Sunning is weaker than this master. Well, this place is dangerous. There is a very powerful master hiding beneath us. If you don't want to all die here, we have to leave right now. How do you know this, Brother Yang? You can't joke about such things. How could there be such a hidden danger here? I'm not kidding. I I came here only to pay you back right now, if you believe me, to see everyone from here. If you don't believe me, I can't say anything that will convince you. How can I trust you? I wanted you to join a bold, independent union, but now it seems there is no need for that. The action of this team must be determined by me. They rely on the feeling of others, especially the underlifters. Then I went, hey, brother Jan, stop, young Lydia. He speaks with such certainty. Do you think he really found something? Uncle Essence said that there is nothing to be afraid of here, and I didn't notice anything unusual either. This kid is probably creating a problem out of nothing. What? With each sigh, the batteries become more and more spaced, and I must leave this place as soon as possible. I ate at the Essence and yet I encountered it. What's happened? Uncle Essence is fighting someone. Is what Kid Kai said true? Yes. 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 Yes.